Doctor, the foreskin is something that you want to keep.
Oh my god.
Fucked.
And that's the story of my 18th birthday.
Ethan, why?
That was a really good story.
Yeah, I know it was long. I know.
I would say it's a little too long.
A little too
Ethan.
long, you think?
Yeah, tone down. Like,
Okay, I'll see if I can cut some corners.
Oh. Oy. Well, welcome back to Pathfinder. Who wants to recap?
Kyle.
Fuck you.
Yep.
Hey, you agreed to do it. So
No, I actually didn't.
yeah, you
Yep.
did. You were the note taker for this campaign. I was the note taker for Rob's.
No. That's not a... We never had a discussion. It was like, this is how we're going to do this.
Okay,
thing.
but did you take notes last time?
Some.
Ugh.
a lot of it was us trying to find a horse, and then we're like, fuck it, let's just teleport. And we are north of Brithwig, I believe.
That's after what's his face was recovered, right?
Well, we were walking
Dima?
through the forest.
Yeah.
We were walking through the forest on our way to Grithwig, and we heard noises of combat, but it was just him training or something like that. I think we talked to him a little bit.
Man, this is the vaguest shit I've ever heard.
Hey, this is what happens when Kyle doesn't take notes.
It's kind of true.
I don't take notes for the purposes of recapping. I take notes if I need to look something up.
Okay, well,
So I hit bullet points. I don't have fucking quotes.
speak through your notes and maybe it'll jog someone's memory. It might even run someone's memory.
That was just a starter for the recap. You know, get
So
some.
we reunited with Graven.
See,
Uh,
already
and then-
better. Already better.
All right.
And then agreed that it was now time to allow Emerald to take us back to her people as we had previously promised. So we stole a map to get her to point out where we need to go because she doesn't know any words. Oh, and before we left, she revealed herself to not be an old woman, but a young Briarborn girl who shapeshifts.
Wow,
Who
this is
shape
last session.
shits?
So we're headed to Grithwick,
Girthwork.
or the surrounding area, somewhere near there.
Grithwick,
Graven can't teleport us directly there, but he can teleport us near there in the town of Chell.
Ciao.
Where the kick is alive.
And then the plan is to walk to Imald's people from there.
From Chell?
So yeah, from Chell. So we go to Chell. We're walking through the Amberwood. We find an old human man with a crest of Hume who's practicing swordplay in a clearing.
Oh yeah.
Our Shaka recognizes him as Kashan, the old king of Hume from the timeline where the Skyfall happened. The other timeline. He fled his time after losing the war with the Omo, where they were fighting with big mech creatures, which Snig saw. And now I think Eugene remembers? Because Eugene saw the Snig's visions. Is that correct?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, didn't Eugene like get his memory transferred from Snig or something like that?
I thought he had like a series of flashes through Snig's memory or something.
When I picked up the box.
Yes,
Yeah.
the shadow box.
Yeah, I got a lot of Snig's memories. Did I get all of them or just a select grouping?
I'm gonna say you got the most recent memories from a couple months.
Okay.
Well, Anyway, after that part of the conversation, Kishan spoke about a portal underneath Grithwick that we could use to reach Udvari, which is south in Odaris.
Correct.
So
Southwest, but
our
yeah.
plan is to do that after we visit with Imald's people and fulfill our promise there. And we're gonna try and prevent the Omo from assembling these mech forces and killing everyone.
Mech forces.
Mech forces. Mech-like creatures.
Interesting wording for that.
Yeah, I guess that's a way to put it.
I wrote it down as mech creatures.
We're fighting Gundams.
Would
My
someone else
God.
like to take no notes for the campaign?
You know no one does.
Not it.
Does someone want to
Sure.
be like the dedicated
Stop.
note taker?
I can barely take most of my own campaign.
If I do
Not
it, it's
gonna
gonna be
lie.
like a fucking ad libs. So, no.
I'll try it for this session. How
Okay.
about that?
Yeah. If
Give it a
not,
shot.
then I'll just have to step up and do it.
My man.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we got all the main events.
Yeah.
Some names get a little fudged sometimes.
Oh, speaking
But
of,
it's
let me pull up that name generator.
Like Crunch,
Ah,
Fairbag.
Crunt Ferber.
Spent a good 10 minutes trying to enunciate that word.
Oh yeah, these names are good. There's so many in here.
ooh, that's
Like
good
Steve.
stuff.
I ran the program my friend wrote once, and it gave me 12,000 names. So I really just
Wow.
scanned through it, and they're all pretty damn good. So I usually just like this guy, Tenarlus. That's a good name. And Blesgivzen and Helhillis, Gefilin. These are good names.
Penalbrox.
Is good name.
It's good name.
Mendai is good name. Fizmikud,
So-
maybe not so good.
Was he Russian? 'Cause he
He's
sounds like
Finnish.
Ah.
Yeah.
He's Finnish. But
Hengen.
You wake up. It's so fucking cold.
that's Russian.
Yeah.
Suka priad.
I mean, it's also cold in Finland.
The
It's so
way
dark.
dark.
Darky.
So dark. Could you imagine Russian anime? Like what
Yes.
that would
Comrade, where is my vodka? What do you mean we lost
Where
it?
is my vodka? Julian?
All right. Let's stay the stereotypes and let's continue the story. I do believe that the group stayed with Kishan for the time being, right? He had an encampment, and you were scheming about how to get into Grithwick to go to Udvari.
Yeah.
The time of day is night. Our Shaka is sleeping. No,
Yes.
nay, meditating. And I guess Graven is too. Who doesn't not sleep else in the party?
I sleep at least 12 hours a day.
I will be next to Arshaka, sleeping like my head on his leg. I don't know how you meditate, but picturing like Indians.
Okay.
He turns into a giant boulder and meditates.
Graven, you meditate, right?
I do.
Okay. I need a
Wait,
D20.
what?
Huh?
Let me check.
How
don't
do you
know.
meditate, Graven?
Really annoying.
Annoyingly.
I am Graven. I am Graven.
No, I mean, do you
That
like
over and
sit
over.
or kneel and just like stay still?
I do the worm.
You do the worm? Okay.
Sometimes he's gonna meditate by breakdancing, you know?
Okay, yeah, I do meditate.
Cool.
I'm gonna
So-
be curled up asleep somewhere near Graven.
IL need a D20 from Bodius.
Who is both who?
The people that aren't asleep.
Okay.
Any modifiers?
Raw d20.
No modifiers, just a d20.
I'll take 8.
Goody.
4.
Wow. Okay.
Shit, man.
Arshaka, while you were meditating, where are you in relation to this little encampment? To give you some visionary? Is it visionary?
Visuals.
Visuals, thank you.
There you go.
That's the one.
There's a campfire and there's a small hut, which seems to be made out of planks at this point. Kashan's been there a while. And there are a few log benches around the fire pit, which are brand new. Kashan spent most of the evening fashioning them for you since he had no visitors before then. And other than that, the road is about 200 yards away to your east. And there are several amber trees around. Hence the name of where you are, Amber Wood. There is an eternal autumn that befell this place at some point. All you can hear is the wind in the leaves. Some leaves falling, hitting you in the shoulder, brushing off your rocky, hard skin. And you notice on the ground there's a small light coming through the dead leaves.
So there's like a layer of leaves and there's light coming through like cracks in between them?
Yeah.
Is this like towards the tree line or is this everywhere that there are leaves?
Just in one spot about 5 feet away from you.
Touch it.
That's it.
I'll go poke at it.
Okay.
I'll move some of the leaves out of the way.
As you approach it, you start to feel a vibration within yourself and a small ringing in your head.
I stop.
A humming, if you will. This point of light starts to creep towards you a little bit, crawling underneath the leaves, so it would seem.
I'm gonna back up. Is it moving in just like a straight line, or is it like wiggling?
It's sort of moving in a beeline toward you.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up and get close to the fire.
Okay.
See if it continues.
As it
I'm gonna
gets...
make a turn to see if
What?
it turns to follow me.
Okay.
Question, James.
Yes, Rob.
When he gets up, does that wake me up?
Kyle, are you a silent mover?
Like, does he actively try to keep me like asleep?
Well,
So
I mean,
probably.
are you on his shoulders or something? I feel like he's not next to the fire when he's meditating.
He wanted to have his, or she wanted to have her head in the lap.
On your lap?
Yeah.
What?
He did say that.
When? I'm
That's
sorry,
how
I
he
missed it.
meditated.
Like when you first said that we were asleep.
Okay, Arshaka, were you very careful to take Emald's head off your lap?
I'll be somewhat careful.
Okay. I think Emald woke up, but only after you had started walking out. So Emald saw you get near to a point of light and then back away. And the point of light starts to follow. You both see it.
Does the light turn with me if I go like 90 degrees from my previous path?
No, it seems to stay at its original position and keep coming toward you.
Wait, what?
What do you mean, turn with you?
So you said it was coming in a straight line at me.
Yeah, but it's slow.
Yeah.
It's just like creeping toward you.
Like a Roomba.
So if I stop and then take like 3 steps directly left, does it then turn to
Oh,
compensate for my
yes.
Okay.
As if attracted to life force.
If I put the fire between it and me, does it keep going?
It sort of hits an invisible barrier and starts moving around the fire.
Interesting. Where is Graven?
Graven, where are you?
Probably sitting on the ground, leaning back against a tree.
Roll perception. Roll perception.
Sorry, did you mean Graven? Or me?
Looking at the
Graven.
numbers, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
There we go. Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Well, you at
That's
least
a
see
very nice looking sky.
you at least see Arshaka coming around the fire, looking back at something. And this arouses you from your meditation. Emald is also intrigued.
Okay.
For what it's worth, I'll be just using bold stare against it,
Okay.
so it gets some penalties.
There's some sort of mote of light that seems to be following me on the ground. I don't suppose I've ever seen anything like this before.
This seems pretty foreign to you, except for the color.
What color is
The
it?
color is sort of a purpley pinkish glow.
Hmm. Does not ring a bell for me either.
I think it would only ring a bell at this point for Arshaka.
Okay.
Is that the same color as the crystals from the Skyfall? I don't remember.
It is not.
Okay. Then I don't know what this is.
Arshaka, roll reflex save.
Oh.
Thunder comes from the sky. He fucking hits you. Oh, oh.
Did you say you rolled something?
18.
18. You have just enough time to stumble back and fall on your ass before Kashan, with his sword, spears the ground with it through the point of light.
Oh.
The light envelops the metal, slowly crawling up into the hilt and then into Kashan's skin as he lets out a yell. His veins briefly glow purple as the yell echoes around the forest, and the point of light is gone.
Kashan!
Kashan goes to his knees, or one knee, with one hand on his sword, out of breath.
Are you okay, my friend?
I have seen these creeping up lately. It is not safe here for me anymore. I don't know what this is. But more and more come each day.
Sense
I've never
motive?
seen anything like it.
Sense motive on what?
If there's anything different about him, he just got hit with this thing. Veins are glowing purple. That's not good usually.
Everyone's
Wait.
awake at this point, by the way.
I was to say.
You woke up when he yelled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you shut the hell up? I'm sleeping.
I'm sleeping here.
Shut
Mind
the
if I roll?
fuck up.
Go for it.
What's
Do
with the yelling?
37? What the fuck?
Motherfucker.
You got a good roll.
18 plus 19. Okay. I'm glad it has the
Exact
roll there. I
perfect roll.
needed to know.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So you are 100% certain that he is being benevolent, and this has actually happened to him before. And yeah, he's not trying to ruse you into something.
Okay, that's fine.
Is there something else you wanted to try to figure out?
Maybe if I remember correctly, I could do some sort of heal check on him if I have it. Yeah, I have it. I want to see if he's
Okay.
all right.
Okay.
Weep.
All right. Kashan has sustained an odd energy wound. You don't know what this energy is, but
Does
it appears to be sapping his life force and causing him to age
Whoa.
ever so
Whoa.
slightly.
Whoa.
He's like fucking Benjamin Button, except backwards.
But normal.
So normal.
Age is normal.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was too deep into it.
He's aging backwards in reverse.
I will speak to you, Arshaka, in my language, though, so you probably don't even know what I'm saying, though.
I definitely don't.
But I will still continue to speak to you that he is
Cool.
not well.
Tree of
Kinda
few
like that-
words.
What was that?
I said tree of few words.
Yes.
Almost as if you're a tree.
Mm-hmm. Speaking in Sylvan. That's the language I learned.
But Tinnel
Yeah.
would probably hear that.
So
Yeah, it's
would
more like
I.
I'm just speaking to myself under my breath.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
In which you say,
So
Bad.
why did you stab the light?
I fear it's some magic trick from the Omo.
"Oh no."
Like some seeker that can pinpoint my location.
And absorbing it in your arm makes it not work?
Well, it ceases to be. What else would you suggest?
Well, I'm just saying it kind of looked like it was already gonna touch you anyway.
Hmm.
Actually, it was heading toward our Shaka. I wanted to save him from whatever befell his fate by being touched.
Wait,
Maybe
wasn't he
they're
over?
friendly.
Wasn't he over there instead of over here?
What?
Huh?
I do
It's
not
the
follow.
vaguest
Shaka was
thing
in a
you could
different
say.
position when he was meditating before I went to sleep. And
Yeah.
now that you're standing next to the fire, now I have questions for you now.
So you're questioning
All right,
when
God,
someone
but
just-
walked?
Wait.
while you were
Just so everyone is
sleeping?
aware, Julian pointed to my monitor first, and then he pointed to his mouse, and then he pointed to the ground. Hopefully that'll help clear things up.
Nope.
So do you expect people to stay in their exact positions every time you sleep?
So I'm not in meditating position, if that helps to clear things up for you.
Hmm.
Why don't you question the loud yell you heard first?
Well, obviously he was.
Well, you hear this blood-curdling yell, and it's like, wait, our Shaka moved?
Suspicious.
Sus AF.
Just saying. I mean, you can still do whatever you want. Just making suggestions that make more sense.
Hmm.
Yes, Grima, I was being followed by this mode of light, so I attempted to kite it around and attempt to
time out.
discern its behaviors.
Time out. What did you just call me?
Grima.
I do it every time! Dima! Jesus!
You worm.
Sorry, the name Grima has been in my head for like 15 years.
Really? Why?
Lord of the Rings, bruh.
Oh, worm tongue.
Worm tongue.
Yeah, Grima Worm Tongue.
Yeah.
You worm.
Well, it's Dima now.
Yeah. At least once a session, I will mess that up. I guarantee you.
Okay.
Dema slurm tongue.
Ouch. Anyway, why were you screaming?
Must I explain it again?
I mean, clearly you killed the light, and it's gone. But why was the pain cause you such great pain? I guess.
Nailed.
I don't know.
Nailed it.
I just woke up. I like to add.
We all did.
Fair enough.
Why is this pain causing you pain?
I don't know. It just
Does it hurt?
did. It's probably
light
some
travel-
Omo trickery.
The light traveled up his sword and into his arm. I don't think he killed it. I think it was going to enter one of us
So
either way. He merely intercepted it.
and yet,
Graven, I don't suppose you've seen anything like this before.
I could roll some sort of knowledge check.
Perhaps an Arcana check?
I don't do Arcana.
Ooh.
No?
Oh,
I have
Interesting.
History, Plains, Religion.
I can do Arcana.
I might be able to. I don't know the context. Why would I do that?
intimidate.
Planes might not be a bad idea.
You will tell me.
I could try the Plains.
I can assist you on a planes check.
Okay. Do you?
Is it total above 10 or die roll above 10?
Total.
Oh, well then I can't fail. Yeah, consider yourself assisted.
29, not 27.
What is this on?
Knowledge Plains.
Planes. The energy comes from this plane,
Okay. That's good to know at least.
fabricated in this plane. However, the fabricators, which you can somewhat sense, probably are not from this plane.
Mm.
Hmm.
Can I give it a knowledge arcana? See if maybe it's a weapon or a scout type thing or what its purpose is.
Okay.
That's a 23.
This energy is a remnant.
Of
Of something.
oh.
You don't know.
Yes.
I have an idea.
Interesting.
Go for it, Rob.
I will speak to the plants around me and see if they have seen who caused this energy before.
God damn it. I keep forgetting you're
Amazing? Yes.
no tree person. Keep forgetting you're a fucking
How does that work, Rob?
Remember how we did it last time? I think it was through visual images. Like, no words are spoken. It was the same way. What did I do it the first time? It was on the trail to Grithwig. through the
You just
woods.
see memories, but you can't hear them speak.
Right. It's like if the plants have eyes, they can kind of see what's around.
How far?
It doesn't say. That's really up to you.
What's the spell? Does it speak with plants?
Yeah.
Ah.
It's not really a spell, I think. It's an ability.
They tell you of a time about 5 years ago when they quote-unquote heard or felt a crack in the sky.
Is that where this energy came from?
They don't know. But they have felt this in the forest as of late, coming toward Kashan, and they feel that the energy is the same as that day.
Oh, so this energy came outside of the forest, into the forest.
Yeah.
Oh, that helps. That's probably why they don't know. I will relay this information. I'll try to get. I'll tug on your robes, Jordan, to get your attention. I want to speak to Pinnell. Graven. I tug on your robes, try to get your attention. So I didn't have the names in front of me.
Tinnell,
Oh,
Craven.
that's fine. So are you looking to get Graven's attention or Tinnell's?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I want to speak to Tinnell.
Okay. I'll wave Tinnell over to you.
I kind of like pull
What is
Tinnell off
it,
to the side
Timon?
and whisper in Sylvan, what I just saw.
Hi, SpongeBob.
Well, I don't know what Tinnel can do about this.
You translate.
Yeah, I guess Tinnel will translate and relay these images and ideas to everybody.
Oh, you can do that to everybody?
Or
Well, Tinnel can talk out loud, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting about that.
Tinnel can do a limited telepathy, but he can also talk.
Yes, giant crack in the sky. This energy came outside the forest, into the forest, seeking him. I point at him.
Hmm. Mhm. Hmm.
Wait, how long has this been happening?
5 years ago?
Just about, yeah.
Okay.
What happened 5 years ago?
Kashan speaks up. Ever since I came to this forest, I've been under siege by these little lights. At first, they were very small. I was overtaken with them during my sleep. But now they're more frequent, and they're larger, as if it's getting more severe. And they're causing me to ache. Bones that I didn't even know I had are starting to ache.
So he's growing new bones, is what he's saying.
Are Shaka and forget his name again. What's his name? The king?
Kashan.
Sean. There are time travelers, are they not?
Arshaka and Kashan are, yes, time travelers.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the connection. Why they targeted you, Arshaka.
They must fight to the death.
Well,
Like you don't belong in this
It
time.
could have. That's a theory. It could have also just been that I was closest, and before we got here, no one else was around except for.
That's true too.
Kashan speaks up. The same energy was following you, Kashan, but not Emald.
Wait.
You mean Arshaka?
Did I say Kyle?
You
No,
said
you said
Kashan.
Kashan.
Oh.
Said Kashan. Says Kashan.
Yeah, I meant Arshaka.
He's going crazy. Kill him.
Right. Yeah. So the point is, there was a chance that it would have targeted me too because I was right next to you.
Maybe.
Not that he understands what I'm saying, or I know what's going on about time travel.
Right.
It's just all out of character.
Because translation.
Yeah.
If
Also,
this is
like-
an Omo trick, we must act quickly.
But what do we do against these things? How can we find where they're coming from?
I think for now we must avoid them.
I could probably
perhaps
pinpoint
it would be wise to learn a little more about them.
What do you propose, Graven?
you research.
We need a guinea pig. I'm rather hungry and they taste quite good. But after that, we'll need a guinea pig. We need someone to get affected by these light wisps and see what happens to them.
How about a forest creature?
How about Kashan? He's already getting wrecked by.
Well, you just saw what
We
it
know
did
what
to
they do
me.
Kashan.
Not well. I can't speak in common, so
God fucking damn it. That's
I
so,
have no idea.
so
what you guys are talking
frustrating.
about. I don't. I can't follow any of these conversations. My character.
A forest creature is not a bad idea. We can see if it's attracted to life or if it requires some minimum level of intelligence. So we can catch like some mammal running through the woods.
Who's
But we're in
got survival?
Me, probably. No.
No.
Maybe you can all work together.
I can give you a hot 2.
I could give you a hot, big old 1.
I got 4.
I've got
I got
3.
4. I got 4.
Ooh, Rob's got 4.
How about Eugene?
I have 2.
Why does the cat have 2?
With our powers combined, we can catch a squirrel.
So the
All
girl,
of us together, we are an average character at survival.
not even that, but the best one has no idea what you want her to do.
So do we just like freak out anytime we're out in nature? All of us?
No,
We follow the
rely
roads,
on
man.
Magic. we don't even have like a normal wizard anymore. Though.
We don't walk, we teleport.
Yeah, but like, can any of us create fire? No, right?
Probably
Uh,
not.
It
Yeah, I
would've
can.
been-
Oh, again. Eye lasers.
Can they
Rob,
make fire? Are they actually hot?
I burned some wood earlier in that last town.
Okay,
thanks
so
for
you're
your.
our fire maker now.
Dude, it's like a high level spell, though.
You have fire though right now.
Yeah, but it's the end. Yeah, right now. But I'm just talking like if we need to set up camp in the future, our survival checks are so low that making a fire by hand would be
It's
difficult.
very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like fucking high school students with our survival skills, right?
I can make an
We're
illusion
like middle
of a
school
fire.
students. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
So normally we would just rely on like some wizard with a create fire spell or like spark or something, a cantrip that can make fire.
Let me see what I have for spells.
We just don't have anything though.
No.
Super duper fire, Jeff. Oh, yeah, here we
Well,
go.
Aside from future
Is
endeavors,
fine.
dying in a forest. How about the now?
Kushan, do these motes of light, do they only come at night? Or do they accost you at all times of day?
They are at all times. We were lucky yesterday not to see one during the day.
Then perhaps we should make haste and capture some sort of woodland creature
I want to set
as a
the
test
window for that.
subject.
I would agree to this. From my early days as a scout, I learned how to fasten traps for small animals and surviving in the forest on weekends.
What's a trap?
This is good. We're not a bunch that's very accustomed to the woodland areas.
I
Are
would
you
need
kidding me?
someone's help, though.
I got this all figured out for you guys.
I
There you go.
can make plants grow.
I can talk to plants, guys. Like, come on, that's. I'm in the woods. I
Yeah,
live
but
in the woods.
You
I
can't
am
talk
a-
to us.
I can talk to Tinnell, who can then translate. Also,
Why doesn't
Yeah.
Tinnell just follow you around then?
I like that Tinnell's basically just
Tinnell's
like a...
mine now, Graven,
Yeah.
No.
because I
Ooh.
respect Graven's privacy with Tinnell.
He's
um,
my buddy.
However, I am going to cast Detect Magic and see if there is a trail of magical like energy left by these.
Oh, good thing.
Oh, okay.
That is a good idea.
Perhaps we can start following it. So there's no roll involved. It's just the longer I spend, more clear the spell or the aura gets. So the first round is presence or absence of magical auras. The second round is the number of different magical auras and the power of the most potent aura. Third round is the strength and location of each aura.
Hmm.
Well, immediately you're going to catch a bunch of magic items from all of us.
Yeah, my head explodes.
Because we each have like 5.
So I guess the question is, James, is there a trail? If this is
What's your role?
It's not a roll.
There's no roll. If
Oh.
there are magical auras in the area, he sees them.
There's a.
feels them or whatever.
You're suddenly overwhelmed. So what? So what do I do? Tell all 3 rounds at once, or what?
Just assume that he's
It's
going to
one at a
spend
time. Each round's one at a time.
seconds on
builds
that.
up.
So the strength and location and type right, of every aura in the area, but you can probably
And
not.
I'm
the-
mostly
include our
focusing
magic
on where the
items.
orc came from.
And
So
the, isn't
not
it the
looking at that.
strength of the spell or the magic aura as well?
Yeah, it's. I think he just gets minor, major, that sort of thing. I don't think he gets like
Yeah.
spell level.
There's
Yeah.
here, we should just link the page because there's
There's faint, moderate, and I think there's major too.
Yeah,
Which has to do with the spell level.
yeah, but you don't get 7th level.
No, it just falls in one of those 3 categories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, okay, I'll
so
just,
if
I'll
it's
just
a
look at
low
the
level
link.
spell, it's
yeah.
gonna be faint.
I linked it in the Tira
Yeah.
Discord.
It's a strong.
Okay, so I get a strong aura
Yep.
of magic. Now is there a trail?
Yes.
Okay.
However, it's so overwhelming that you have to sort of take a step back and look around in order to see where it's all coming from.
Okay. So I'm gonna like take a few seconds to like get my bearings and try to focus only on that so everything's not as overwhelming. That makes sense.
So I'm going to assume you look up in the sky.
If that's where it leads, yeah.
Yeah. And in the sky there's a massive purplish pink, you just
Whoa.
you sense this massive purplish pink filament in the sky.
Whoa.
And this trail is pouring from it down into this forest.
Are there like tendrils? Like, is there more than one?
Yeah, it's like it's been going on for so long. It's like, you know, have you seen pictures of the universe where
I
like,
know exactly what you're talking
Okay.
about. It's freaky.
yeah, so there's just this energy pouring out of this one spot in the sky.
Oh shit. How big is it?
You have to imagine at this point it's probably a couple miles at least
a
across.
Okay. I will stop using detect magic and I will take like 3 steps back and like grab onto Arshaka, like still looking up in the sky, almost in horror. And I'm just gonna point up to where it came from.
And I assume I see nothing exceptional about the sky.
Right.
Yeah.
What is it? What's in the sky? I don't see anything.
I'm just gonna speak in Sylvan and explain what I just saw.
Giggle foop.
Giggle foop, Sylvan. If Tiddle's around, he could probably translate.
No, we'll go ahead and do this.
Multipass.
So I explain exactly what I saw.
Yeah.
There is like this huge cloud of magical energy.
It's basically raining these things.
Yeah. And there's tendrils of these trails like falling into the forest.
Fascinating.
That's where they're coming from.
Then it seems we need to determine the origin of that magical cloud. If that
look
is
at
in
me, I
fact
don't know
the
what you're
origin
saying.
of these moats.
And hopefully try and close it. Or something.
Indeed.
I suggest we all rest. We need to make haste for Grithwick. If this is in any way Omo related, we must at least have a council with them.
Yeah, about that. You kind of woke us up in our middle of our sleep.
There's plenty of night left, my friend.
I
It's
look
9
up
o'clock
at the
at night.
sky. Suppose you're right.
Back to rest then.
Indeed.
Really, we're just all gonna rest after being told there's a several mile long gash in the sky.
I mean,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do? Teleport up there and stab it?
Well, I don't know, but there's a several mile long gash in the
Hey,
sky.
hey, he's trying to role play. You know, like it makes sense. It's disheartening.
Guys, we need to investigate. Someone get the catapult.
It's freaky to say the least.
It's definitely unusual. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. I've never seen anything like this or heard of anything like this. I still haven't seen this.
Herberg might.
But we're not much use tired. We do need to rest at some point. And I don't think anyone got a full night's worth before being awoken.
Yeah, only slept for an hour.
Or otherwise host.
So is the consensus to take a sleep?
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
already asleep.
James, check Discord.
I'm looking.
Okay.
I will try to get to sleep.
I'm having a chat with somebody in the campaign.
Not me.
Don't suppose it could be the person who said check.
Secretive.
I'm being super secret time. Jordy, take Discord.
Hey Rob, check Discord.
Another
Hey,
dick
Jordan,
pic, dude.
check
Come on.
Discord.
One day,
I told you enough.
one day you'll thank me.
I have an archive now, thanks to you.
Oh, what? You have?
I archived him. I archived him. His dicks.
My dick pics.
Oh,
Someone's got to, you know.
Yeah, so far my whole mailing list has yet to say whether or not they're saving them, so I appreciate it.
My God.
Yep, just sent you another one.
Ah,
How do you like that one? I even put a little
It's-
wig on it this time.
it's folded weird.
I don't know if I can pull off platinum blonde, but I thought I'd give it a shot, you know?
I like brunette better.
Yeah, okay.
Curly brunette was kind of cool.
I agree. But then, I went out in the rain and it just kind of lost its curl.
Just went out naked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you know me.
I know you.
You know me.
I do not know you, Julian.
Stranger danger.
I.
Did you ever watch that Nikki Glazer bit about fancy dick pics? Do you know what I'm talking about?
You talking to me?
Yeah, or anyone.
You
No.
talking to me?
Welcome to me.
Hold on.
I don't know. Post it up.
That is. Ooh.
Did you post it up? Oh,
Yeah, it's in Tira.
What the fuck? Oh, I love the Comedy Central special when they actually had like two comedians talk over like a pun or shoot, but every time that they
Yeah,
have to say it, like they have to say a line, and as soon as like the
it's the
comedian
same
says it,
show.
they have to say it.
No, yeah, it's the same show. It's not safe. It's called Not Safe with Nikki Glazer. It's pretty funny.
Fucking Old Spice
Oh
commercials.
my
I love them.
god.
Oh no. This calculates gold.
The beginning part. I want to see you dick. I'll show it to you. Creepy smile.
Oh my god.
Oh, Craigslist volunteers.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's so creepy. Oh my god. Yeah. Also, you guys still talking?
Yes.
Most likely.
We're supposed to see yesterday. Shush.
Are we waiting on someone?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Jake-
We're
Yeah,
chatting.
hold on.
No, it's fine. I was
It's
just
cool.
making sure. I was
Oh.
afraid I missed something at first.
We're waiting for you to respond, Ethan.
Oh, Ethan, hang on.
Oh.
I'll see your message here in a sec. Oh god, a dick pic!
The hell is this?
At 2:28. Fucking the best. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
Maybe.
It's morning. You're all in the forest, patiently waiting over Kashan's shoulder as he fashions a trap.
Yeah, right. Taking a piss in the tree.
Eugene, you're helping him.
Okay.
Your dexterous hands proved well to fit the trap together, even though you have no appreciable survival skills.
Yeah.
Kashan laid the trap out, and about 30 minutes later, you heard a as a squirrel was trapped. Kashan's method of trapping was rather brutal. A spring-loaded device using wood's own elasticity was used to snap 2 plates with spears on them together.
Oh.
The spears are used to trap the tail of the squirrel,
Oh,
and the
okay.
squirrel is in
I
the
was
box.
gonna say, don't just kill it.
Yeah, I know it can't. It need it alive, but right. So the squirrel's tail has been trapped, and the squirrel is in the box. I've still got it, Kashan says. Thanks for the help, Eugene.
What the fuck is those gongs?
Sorry, I keep hitting my mic. The pop filter wire is very in the way.
Testing something. Ignore this.
What are you doing?
I was just testing the macro.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So, about 3 hours later, another point of light arrives, creeping slowly toward the group.
Is that night though?
No, this is very early morning.
We could see the light. The same kind of creatures heading towards us.
Yeah.
So the squirrel in a box is set in the path, or purposely in the path of the light ball. As the light approaches the squirrel, it curves around the box and continues toward where Arshaka / Kashan are standing.
I immediately look at Krishan.
All right. Someone get in front of me. Someone other than Kashan.
I'll walk in front of you.
Okay.
And I'll take a couple steps back and we'll see.
The ball of light travels underneath your legs, Graven. But it flashes blue for a split second as it passes underneath,
It's a mood ring.
and then continues on its path.
And then I'll move around to confirm that it's following me and not Kashan.
Don't stand near me.
When it goes to turn toward you, it splits into 2 separate, smaller bits of light.
Oh.
One going toward you, one going toward Kashan.
I don't have a game plan, fellas. I'm just gonna keep kiting it around. What do we do? It seems to only be attracted to Kashan and I.
He's walking away from it as if
I
he's
think,
chasing
I
him.
think we have to kill him.
I don't want to touch that.
Well, when Kashan stabbed it last night it just went up his sword and into his arm. It didn't seem to have any effect, really.
But didn't he age though?
Only Tree Girl knows that.
Zach,
Unless it was
Didn't you-
communicated.
Yeah, did you
I thought
say?
that was shared with Tinnel.
Okay, then everyone knows.
Like, you'll age if you touch it.
I will walk up to one of the wisps. And I will do a very gentle as I'm able to at least. A little chronokinetic blast on it.
Okay.
a little bit.
Blast doesn't do it justice, Jordan.
I'll see what happens.
Boom!
The kinetic blast envelops the light, and it gets sucked into the ground, it seems. And then a crack in the ground forms with a little bump, as if a grenade went off underground.
This is very mysterious. I will do the same to the other wisp.
Okay, same thing happens.
Curious.
You seem to have been able to obliterate the blasts with some kind of negative force, which released a heavy amount of energy when you did so.
I will look grimly up to the sky in silence.
How were you able to get rid of them? How did you know that would work?
Say magic, say magic, say magic, say magic.
Mind bullets.
I get the feeling we should get to Omo sooner rather than later.
I couldn't agree with that more. Anyone
Well
else?
then let us not tarry. We should go now, as fast as possible.
With what? The
Well, I
light?
don't have any horses. We'll have to walk.
Then let's get going.
To where?
To Grithwick.
Alright, fuck, let's go to Gwithwick. Seeing how there's light chasing after
Hey,
us.
Julian. Hey, Julian.
What?
Say Grithwick.
What? Grithwick.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
That's where we're going.
Soundboard.
You about to make fun of me, you fucker.
I'm gonna wave Tinnel over to me, and then turn to Imald.
Hmm.
Is your settlement on the way to this town? Do I have a map? Can I point in a map?
Translate.
Uh,
I'll get a map from someone. We have a map, right?
a world map?
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't you fucking take like a stone tablet and just like took like a paper and pencil, just
Yeah,
made
I
an outline
think
of
we
it?
like traced it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll point at Grithwick where we're going. Is your settlement somewhere between here and there?
James?
No, it is not. It is
Oh.
southwest of Grithwick.
Perhaps you can mark it on the map.
Right here.
Right there.
Wow.
In the deep.
Inside the deep.
That's where Garuga used to live at.
I will describe the place I'm from in more detail, like physical appearances.
Okay. A very thick jungle filled with ancient structures. At the center of the deep lies a massive crystal obelisk. Emald seems to talk about this crystal obelisk in such a deific manner that as if it had given her life.
I look at you with a big smile on my face, Darshaka.
And I will suggest to the rest of them, perhaps before we depart to Udvari, we should check Imald's encampment. there's a large crystal at the center that maybe could shed some light on recent goings on. It's not
Shed
far
some light.
south.
Well, we have to get past Grithwick, and then... Well, I don't know what else comes after that.
Well, the plan in Grithwick is essentially to teleport to a different continent. So
Yeah, sure. Fuck it, why not?
that is, I imagine, a one-way trip.
Possibly.
Well, if the sand dude could teleport us again, then fuck it. I'm up for it.
The sand dude.
I forget
Well,
his name.
once we go to Grithwick,
His name's
Raven
Muhammad.
teleport us
Julian.
directly to Grithwick if we need to.
Okay. Also, thank you, Kitty.
I do want to do some shopping in
Got you.
Grithwick before we leave.
Keep in mind, Taurus is the actual capital of Hume.
Taurus?
Yes,
Oh, you mean at the bottom of the peninsula?
correct.
Is that like a New York City versus Albany sort of thing going on?
Taurus is smaller than Grithwick. Yes. So yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is exactly that.
Oh, random thing. Completely unrelated. I tuned into a fucking the Tespa Collegiate series for Overwatch, and it was RIT playing Albany. It was cool. First time I've ever watched it, and it was that.
First time you overwatched it.
Thought it was interesting. I didn't know we had an esports anything.
That makes sense, though.
It does. We won.
That makes sense, too. Right, so you're heading off to Grithwick? Or did you say you were going to, like, go around it?
So my suggestion is sort of through Grithwick, we can shop or whatever and get familiar with the city in case we need to teleport here in the future. And then on to Imald's place and then back to Grithwick. But no one else commented on whether or not that was an acceptable plan.
Sure, she's beating.
That is
near the
merely my
blood.
suggestion.
I'm afraid I cannot join you into Grithwick just yet.
Why not?
I must not show my face.
Because he's king there.
I am currently king in Grithwick. There
Okay,
shouldn't be an
so-
older me running around. It would raise eyebrows and surely some blade.
Perhaps we can disguise you somehow.
Well, I've got the beard and gray hair taken care of.
Shut up, old man!
But I will need clothes.
No one
Yes.
asked you.
Do a kickflip on your skateboard and ride into the sunset.
If you can fashion me some clothes from Grithwick, I'll be happy to join you, but I must stay out of the city for now.
It's sort of out of my wheelhouse. I don't know about anyone else.
So barbaric.
We're just going through briefly. I don't think we need to worry about wasting time on this.
Graven, if you want to leave Grithwick without using your teleportation, you must heed my words, if I am with you.
No
You need to
backsies.
get into Grithwick.
No, but I am curious about this tree person, and I surely wouldn't want to fend off these time wisps myself any longer.
Time wisps.
We don't have the
Time.
If you'd like, I can keep an eye on you while they go explore Grithwick.
So are you two just gonna camp outside of town?
I would be most grateful, Graven, as you have shown your usefulness against these things, and seem to know something about them.
I have a slight familiarity.
Perhaps we can have a rapport about it.
Gesundheit.
Why did you say that?
I'm sure I can tell you plenty about these wisps, but it is certainly vital we get to Omo as soon as possible. I would not want to waste time making clothes.
Or presumably visiting Emald's hometown.
She seems more interested in Narshaka anyway.
I'm like on his shoulders right now.
So are you suggesting that you're not going to join us to Imald's settlement? Because if the only concern is passing through Grithwick, we can walk around. It's not that big a deal.
I'm saying that we shouldn't spend time attempting to get Kashan into Grithwick.
Then let's just go around. I don't have any business in the city apart from using it as a means to reach Udvari.
If you're going to go around Grithwick, you're going to have to slog around through a dense jungle.
Never mind.
That doesn't sound very fun.
No. But I also
Possible,
don't-
but very time-consuming.
I don't really know what to expect at Imald's place or like on the way there, even though it's not that far. So I'm not crazy about the idea of just leaving Graven somewhere else while we do it.
I can look after him.
I'm not worried about Graven. I'm worried about the rest of it.
We could pack Kashan into this bag of holding briefly.
Oh my god.
You got like
I know what
5
happens.
minutes.
You get 15 minutes. It's 15
Oh, do you
minutes
get 15
there.
minutes?
Yeah.
Can you make
It's a
it all
type 3.
Grithwick in 15 minutes?
We could take
Or do you
breaks
jump into a
alleyways.
bathroom, have him pop out, take some breaths, jump back in?
He can just open up the flap and kind of air it out a little bit here
What if
and
you
there.
keep his head outside of the bag of holding?
It's just a head.
What
looks
if
like
I
you're
hide
carrying that
my
head
head in my
How does that work?
clothes?
That sort of defeats the purpose of keeping him hidden, doesn't it?
The head is the part we need to hide.
Well,
the
no, the
most.
point is to not spend more than just a few minutes figuring out what to do with him. Like, if we slap him in a bag, that's cool. If we're spending like a day or two getting proper clothing and stuff to hide him, then
Oh, yeah. I
wasting
agree
too much
with
time.
that. We shouldn't spend a lot of time.
Can anyone cast the disguise other spell?
Absolutely not.
No.
Wait. I
With-
could do disguise self.
Guys, I can literally make people not give a shit.
That is
I
true.
can do that too.
That
I can
is
also
true.
Turn them into vegetables, but I don't know if we want to do that for an entire city worth of people.
I can make him go possibly.
That'll get
invisible.
challenging.
You are a creature weighing no more than 100 pounds. Oh yeah, I could probably do that.
The only problem is with my spell, it's only gonna last level 2, so that's no better than the bag of holding, really.
Also, the bag of holding has a fixed like size that the mouth can open. He has to be able to get in it. That's a legitimate plan.
Right.
Or I could just make him turn
And the
invisible.
bag probably
Good.
is not that.
The bag of holding is a bad idea.
I agree. If he could get in it, maybe
But-
you could
but-
do it, but I highly doubt you could convince him to do it.
Maybe if you cut him up into little pieces and then put him in it, he'll
Nice.
fit.
There's 150 cubic feet of space in there.
Yeah, but he has to get through the mouth of the bag.
Well, how wide is it?
Not particularly. It's a small bag. It's not a 150 cubic foot bag.
It's probably like this, Jordan.
But it's also
2
not
feet
a-
by 4 feet.
Wait, what?
This appears to be a common cloth sack about 2 feet by 4 feet in size. There is lots of space and a wide opening.
It's a 2 foot wide opening.
Yeah. He doesn't even need
That's
to squeeze. He
Way
just kinda
bigger than
dive
every
right in.
depiction of the bag of holding I've ever seen.
That's preposterous.
I mean, that's like a standard burlap sack. But I always pictured bags of holding as being like
A dice bag?
side bags.
I'm envisioning the bag of holding looking about the size of a basketball.
Yeah,
it's
it's not that
roughly-
size.
But apparently,
The
it's
handy
like 3 times bigger.
haversack is kind of like that. That's a proper backpack. But the
Hey.
bag of holding is literally a sack.
All right, you have a haversack of holding. Has all the same
You have a
properties, but
can't
it's
fit a
smaller.
person in a bag of holding.
Okay.
And you can't fit a person in it.
We got the scrub version of it.
I mean, we could always just rule that there's no air in a bag of holding. It'd be another solution.
Are we really gonna put this guy in a bag of holding?
No, we're gonna put his body and keep his head out. We already went over this.
I don't think you can convince any person to get in a bag where they have a finite amount of air.
You could put the
Just say,
bag over
"Trust
his
me,
head.
I'll get you out in time.
just suffocate.
Just bag of and just suffocate him. Here you go.
So what's the plan here?
Well, this little girl wants more crayons and a book.
No.
And some animal crackers.
And I want some snacks for the road ahead.
Do you really think it's
You're
going to
a
take that
tree.
long to go in there, buy clothes, come out, clothe Kashan, and go back in? Is it really that much of a diversion?
Man,
I guess, do we also really think it'd be that hard to just have him hold his head down when he's walking?
Well, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
we
not
just
just
get him
his face
something.
though. It's what he's wearing. He's wearing
Yeah.
royal
We can
garb.
just get him a. We can get him a big like, fucking moo and a hood or something.
All right. Well, then you still have to like go in there and buy something.
Yeah.
What
We
about
just
what I wanted
put
to
something
buy
over
first?
his normal clothes.
But he's wearing royal clothes. I'm imagining he's wearing like king's gear, and we're just putting a fucking blanket on top of him. Like, that solves it.
Either
Basically,
way,
It does.
either
It does
way, he can't be in there when you do that. So it's the same thing. You either go in there and buy a sheet for him, or you go in there and buy clothes for him.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
All right, well, how about someone goes in there and grabs that? And if it takes longer than like 15 minutes, I'm just going to start walking around Grithwick.
Or I could just turn him invisible.
How long does that last?
Let's see.
5 rounds.
1 minute per level, so I'm 12.
That's no better than mine. Yeah.
Still like from entrance from one.
I don't know how long it takes to traverse Grithwick.
Yeah.
Probably about 25 minutes.
Fuck!
Okay.
So if we had 2 casts, we'd probably be okay.
I said we just buy him in disguise. It's not that big of a deal.
That's easy, probably.
Yeah,
This
let's
is a
just do
no-brainer.
that.
And
This
there's
is a
there's
no-brainer.
much less risk of him popping like out of invisibility at an inconvenient time.
So
Yeah.
what? Time out real quick. What happens if he gets noticed? Like
Then you're
what-
fucked.
I mean,
Well,
how-
he's
Like
fucked.
how though?
Well, what we could just keep walking anyway. Whatever. What are they gonna do?
Wait a minute.
just
he
Hey,
has
turn
Kashan,
no
you look
vision.
young today. That's nice. Keep going.
Young.
yeah. So I mean, it would probably appear as
Oh,
if
whatever.
we were kidnapping the king.
But he's walking right beside us.
But at the same time, would the average guard know what an older version of the king looks like? Probably not.
I mean, he's not that much older, is he?
He has a gray beard and gray hair, right? I was picturing a younger,
You
like...
could put a beard and hair on.
We could shave him.
How old is Kashan in this timeline?
Kashan is, in this timeline, he's about maybe in his late 20s.
That's what I thought. He's a young man.
And so this Kashan is 45 years older than that.
So yeah.
Or
he
no,
could
I'm
be
sorry,
dad.
40 years older than that.
There's no way they would tell it's him.
That'll be his like fucking dad of that, right?
It's like seeing me as an old man in the future. Like, you guys wouldn't know that's me, probably.
You still have to
Unless
solve.
you have your Robins.
You still have to solve the clothes problem.
Yeah, that's no
Only
problem.
one person wears that garb.
Yeah.
That's...
We just buy a big cloak. That's an easy problem to solve.
Don't forget my crayons, Arshaga.
Wait, he has a symbol on his outfit, right?
It's the whole
Yeah.
outfit.
Oh god damn it!
That's the... Yeah,
They're
he
like
doesn't wear
all
the
of them.
outfit. It's the thing we're doing. That's...
Yeah.
Good God.
Fine, we're going shopping for you.
Yes!
Fucking
Yeah.
Shit.
Yes, that is what...
Let's just do it.
Let's just fucking go.
For Christ's sake.
Yeah.
As you travel down Amberwood, you soon find yourself in a dense jungle. The canopy of the jungle is blotting out most of the day's light, but there are clearings every once in a while. The road comes to a fork, and you do realize, and Kashan shows the way, that right is the way to Grithwick. The forest seems to thin out a bit, and you soon approach the gates of Grithwick.
I'm a little nervous.
We'll be fine. We're just buying something.
But people and cities don't.
Oh
mix well.
no, we have to look at people. Also, why is there blue lines?
That's probably water.
It's terrain.
Oh, like a
It's
cliff.
eyelashes.
Yeah, it's like a cliff.
The hairy nutsack.
It kind of looks like a face.
I see it.
Oh.
I see
The
it.
blue's kind of like the mustache. The church is the nose. The Colosseum is the right eye, and
Left
then
eye.
the circle is left eye. Well, I mean, from his point of view, it'd be his right eye, or
Hmm.
yeah, his. He has a
Yeah.
mustache.
Why is the church the nose and not the public restroom?
Public question.
Well, look at the road around the church. It's like a perfect curve.
Oh, I wasn't really looking at
His
the...
head is kind of turned a little bit. That's all.
Public restroom is a bathhouse, I assume.
Yeah, that's a better name for it. Public restroom.
Just
That's a
a
better
giant
name for
toilet.
it.
Everyone just shits in it.
The lavatorium.
It's just urinals in there.
I mean, it's a good spot for it. Gravity just takes it in the river out to whatever.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So that river is not really blue. It's just fucking brown.
No, you can still have water treatment. You
All the
send
white from
like
the Bravo
frothy
cancels
shit
it
water
out.
through a bunch of limestone. It's going to be water by the end of it.
Is this a poor city? It looks like it's a poor city.
There's
Yeah.
a classy shopping center.
There's a classy shopping center.
I don't even remember what Heben Jobs was, but that's the status of the city.
Well, I'm looking at the poor serfdom sections.
Yes,
Let
it
me
is
see if I
poor.
wrote it down. That might have been one of the words I wrote down.
I bet it is.
I added the
I-
S, by the way, so if there's just Heben Job.
Yes, I do have Heben Job on here.
Okay, what is it?
Kyle defined it. It is a
Wow.
rich shade of blue. Average, a working man's blue.
Okay.
Verbatim.
So a poor
I
blue.
don't remember that at all.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
All right, so the rich wear this royal blue, and then everyone else is pretty much in poverty.
Acceptable.
So is it kind of like dirt?
Think of a more
What?
cultured, bigger city-like dirt.
Mm.
But everything looks clean because everyone's forced to keep it clean.
I really don't like how the Colosseum is across the street from the prison.
It kind of needs to be, though.
I know. I can see what the Colosseum's all about now.
And there's a church right there too.
I
Two
want to see
churches.
some games.
And there's a weaponsmith. This is really properly planned town.
I literally just rolled dice on top of my djembe, so there you go. Good city.
It worked out well.
I changed a few things, but not too many logistical things, so
You got Serenade
it is
and
what it
Avatar
is.
I guess it's a little weird that the classy shopping center, Royal Magus Barracks, and Hightown neighborhood are all very close by to the brothel.
Well, the brothel's down a cliff, so
Okay, they can all spit on him from up above.
basically,
here. I would-
Very good.
all
I
the
can
shit
see-
water flows by the brothel
But the bank is right down next to the brothel, across the.
because it needs the
The river.
cave. It needs the cave, but it's across the river, so it's
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, there's no road across the river. That's it.
Wait, there's
No.
two brothels.
yes.
I mean, you can't just have one brothel.
That, yeah.
Redheads
thing.
in one and everyone else in the other one.
What if you get kicked out of one of the brothels?
Oh,
You're fucked.
Yeah,
Actually,
you gotta
you're
go to
not.
the
Just
other.
because I'm redheaded doesn't mean that when someone says redhead, it must be me that's there.
I mean,
Caught a couple churches Avidar. Definitely not for the serfs.
so where are we coming from? The southwest or the northeast?
Only northeast, right?
Yeah, probably the northeast.
Yes, northeast.
All right, the northeast then.
As you
What's in
approach,
the center of that circle?
what?
What's in the center of the circle we're approaching?
Oh, you're not in the town yet. You approach the gates of the town.
No toll, no toll, no toll.
I'm assuming, since there are guards outside this gate, that Kashan is not there.
Oh yeah.
Or if we leave him,
I'll hang back with him.
Yeah, you can teleport. You'll be fine.
I will wave.
I can only
the
teleport to
guard
places I've been to before.
energetically.
I guess I could just go back to Tanejo. Or for the zombie word of it, Blugenblah.
Why don't you go to Teneo and buy him clothes then?
Jesus, you can go anywhere you want. You're like, I'm gonna go to the city while you
Well,
guys
my
do this. I'll
teleport
be
is
back.
riskier now.
That's
It is true.
Though we didn't come
You
up
got
with proper
worse at
like,
teleport.
damage numbers for it when things go poorly.
Yeah, there was a chart though, right, that you wanted to look at to model your bad stuff after. We can worry about it later. It's fine.
He
Okay.
teleports and his foot is on his head.
So
Anyways,
yeah.
I will wave to the guards and say hello to them in Sylvan, while still on top of Arshaka's shoulders.
There's 2 guards outside of a big gate, and then there's 3 more guards on the ramparts that are looking down. They kind of give each other glances and say, "What's your business in Grithwick?"
Oh, just
I'm
stopping
here to
by.
buy crayons.
Shut up.
Does anybody understand this tree person?
Yes, I do.
You know
Just
what?
here to buy clothes.
This is what I'm good at. It's diplomacy, and I just use my cuteness just to get into shit.
You can't use your cuteness if they can't understand you.
That's the whole point. It's like
Not
all
true.
the thing.
You just
Babies
poke
can
dog
be
eyes
cute.
on them.
Exactly.
Cats can be
Yeah,
cute,
I'm just
you
so
won't
innocent
understand
looking
them.
and cute.
It's a little girl
Then how could
talking
I-
to like other people.
We're no
Yeah.
threat.
She's
Exactly.
foreign.
I'm
It's
using
Oh,
my
so
exotic.
what are you saying, Julian? How a little girl comes up to you and goes, "Hey, nabba boop boop boop." You're like, "You're ugly as fuck. Get away from me."
Yeah, you're like, oh,
It's a
you're not-
fucking
annoying little-
tree person.
so what?
She's adorable.
It's adorable. And so I use that as a kind of like a facade of innocence around the party itself. Like we can't be up to any good. Look how cute I am. Like what's a girl gonna do with these guys?
Yeah, girls just want to have fun, Julian.
All right, roll for it.
Also, we have a little cat guy.
Yeah,
Little
cat.
cat.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh wait, Eric, look at this. This little girl's like dancing around. It's so cute. Oh my god.
Oh wait, hold on. You and I should start playing together.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
All right,
Do
I'll
the
like.
check.
Yeah,
Wait, are
I'll-
you clothed though?
I probably am. I don't care.
I dress
I'll
him
get,
up.
I get
it's
on
a
all fours.
I
I fix your little outfit, straighten it out.
Yeah,
Go on,
I
our
get on all
shotgun,
fours,
join in.
and I'm just like rubbing up against.
Oh my
just,
god.
like, rubbing up
Someone
against her.
taught the cat to play dress up. This is amazing.
Meow.
Oh, he meowed. You know, my wife wants a cat, and I don't know if they think she's allergic or something.
Yeah, I get that.
I nudge Ashaka. We should go now.
They kind of snap out of it a little and sort of take a step back. What's your business in this town?
Did
Shopping.
Damn it.
We need a daycare.
Right. He motions to someone to fetch some paperwork for your entry. Seeing as there are no humans in your party, we will need for you to sign some papers and forms.
I will sign everything you need me to sign.
I take one of the forms.
Okay.
What is this?
What are the
I
forms
just
about?
told you.
What is this?
What do they
I'm gonna
want?
start
What
looking through
information they have?
Name, length of stay,
Have you been here before?
and business within.
For some reason, I thought it was gonna be name, length of dick. You know, in case you want to hit up the brothels.
In case you're going to be sent off to Halcyon to be in the other side of the hunted.
It's 1 inch, but it's barbed. That counts for something, right?
My god.
1 inch long, but 4 inches wide.
And it'll cut that shit up.
It basically looks like a plate if you turn it upside down.
What do you even do with it?
You could rub it up against stuff. It'd probably feel nice. Okay. Length of stay and business within.
So the length of stay is a couple of hours. Less than one day.
Well,
is what
Be
I'll-
more
coming-
specific, please.
Less than one day is not specific enough. Then let's say
wait.
2 hours.
Right.
Wait, I pull Ashaka to the side. What are you doing?
I'm already in the gate.
What? I'm filling out the paperwork.
Right, but we have to get the clothes and then come back to, you know. We have to basically come here twice.
I'm assuming that us leaving for a few minutes will not arouse too much suspicion.
Right, but. All right, fine. Let's
Did
just
you say
fill out the papers.
tourism reason? Like, there we go.
Then we have to be a part of the turn. That's gross.
What? No.
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 Here's our city. Here's that. Now get the fuck out.
That's not what tourism means.
All right. So everyone fills out the form, except for the person that doesn't know how to write.
I'm
I'm
also
on.
through the gate
Wait, how many forms did they give us?
with Eugene.
Just 2 or 3 or 4?
Each for one question.
Oh no.
Each
Graven-
person got one form. Each thing that they saw got one form.
So they gave a form to the cat.
Yeah, they saw him talk.
Did they?
No.
Yes, he said words.
I thought they
Ethan.
talked. The normal cat.
What did I say?
He said, "I get that."
No, I think that was a joke.
That was a joke.
Well, too bad they saw it happen.
They have joke vision.
It's Kanan.
Because that's not what Eugene sounds like.
Not even
He jokes around all the time. He could have said that in a weird, funny voice.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I took it as as Kanan. That's why I decided to go with it.
Cat can't even write. He
And was
doesn't have
being
thumbs,
cool.
man.
That's true. He probably can't write. Or it'd be very hard.
I
How do
write
you
with,
hold a pencil?
I
Well,
write with my tail.
someone can fill it out for him
That's
then.
adorable.
You right?
During all the passing out of form, I kind of want to just slip in with you.
The doors are closed.
Oh, the gate doors are closed?
Yes.
Never mind.
I magically poof to the other side.
Well, then I'll fill out my form and then make a show of like helping you and Eugene fill out yours. I want to keep up the illusion that you are a small child
I am a small
And-
child.
and that he is a cat.
He is a cat.
I'm gonna write mine in
What's there to
Draconic
allude?
language to give it back to him. There you go.
I'll also give them a picture.
Wait a
of me holding
second.
The guards.
And he holds out a stick at you, Dima.
Uh-oh.
Open
What?
your mouth. Let's see your teeth.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, you're
Count
a
the
prison
rings.
bitch, aren't
See how
you?
old he is.
I want to see your teeth.
It's my
I-
fetish.
Don't do it, Dima.
Why the teeth?
You're a little pale for being normal, benevolent. I've seen something like you before.
Really? Where?
If you don't open your mouth, you can't come in.
For fuck's sake! And I open my mouth.
You have fangs, don't you?
Nope.
You're a vampire, but you don't have fangs.
You're a vampire.
Wait, he's a vampire?
In
He's
the
a
day?
vampire?
The Dampier.
In
I
the
think.
day? Wait, he's a vampire?
Oh, he's like like a half vampire.
Right, so they wouldn't necessarily have them unless they have the feet, right? Right.
What?
Bleh.
I'm looking up.
Me too.
Do the
Hang
old
on.
garlic test. That'll
I
work.
don't know.
These reference photos all have pointy teeth. Not
Oh,
as,
but he's
not
a
like
vampire. He can't enter a door unless he's invited in.
Wait.
So they should just
What?
open the door and kind of wait and see if he's able to go
They're
inside.
going. Yeah, they go old school on the vampire rules.
what? No, he wants to protect the town from a blood-sucking thing.
No, that's what he's
Yeah,
saying.
but
Is a vampire
Vampires
cannot
can't
enter.
go indoors unless invited.
Yeah, well, he's not a full vampire.
Wait a minute.
They don't know that.
Well, not
You're
true
right, they
fang
don't.
teeth,
That's
teeth are
why
sharp
they
enough
had
to
him
draw
show
blood.
his teeth.
So I think they have maybe slightly pointier teeth, but there's an alternative racial trait to give them proper fangs. So they don't all have them.
Do you have the fangs?
Don't
So unless you
metagame.
took the fangs trait specifically.
Well,
Do
I
you
don't
suck
have 'em.
blood?
I mean, that'd be written on his character sheet. It's hard to metagame that. It's
Yeah,
either there or
I
not.
don't have that. I mean, that's a fucking waste of.
So-
yes,
It would-
I don't have it.
Yeah.
So Dampier don't have pointy teeth like vampires?
Some of them do, is my interpretation of
But some of them that do specifically take that trait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what gives them. It says on occasion a Dampier may inherit his father's lengthy canines. If you take the feat.
Gotcha.
Is
That
that why you
just-
If
suck
you
silly
don't
blood?
take the feat, my interpretation is that they do not have lengthy canines. Therefore-
Otherwise, they inherit their mother's even lengthier canines.
It says all Dampiers have elongated incisors on
Wait.
D20 Pifserd.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Uh-huh.
It says,
Uh,
while not true fangs, these teeth are sharp enough to draw blood, and many suffer a reprehensible desire to indulge in sanguinary delights,
Okay. I see
despite
that
the fact that the act provides no physical benefit.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I guess they don't have the benefit of the feat is it gives you the holes that would be in fangs that
Yeah,
let you
but
actually
it-
suck blood.
But it does say in that same paragraph, it does say many Dampiers can pass as humans in ideal conditions, albeit their features are inevitably more pronounced and they will move with an unnaturally fluid grace.
I think that's what the guards are trying to figure out. Like,
So, like,
yeah,
I'd
so
say,
you gotta pass.
I'd say
someone looking
particularly
for
keen.
point-
Yeah.
Is non-ideal conditions.
exactly.
Sorry, you were all talking at one time. What did you say near the end there?
He has elongated incisors, but they are not true fangs.
But very suspicious, though.
Visibly, they would be different, though. But he
But-
can't suck blood through them. But they're bigger.
Okay. You've got quite pointy teeth, my friend. Do you ever use
Yeah.
those to satiate yourself on innocent people?
Yeah.
I just give him like a blank stare before going.
Well, he doesn't know.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you implying?
I'm implying that you're a vampire. That you're going to take several humans with you into your deathly evil realm.
Vampire. Point at him.
Doesn't matter.
Should-
Robin.
sh- So they saw me talk. They know I can talk, right? So I don't need to keep up this
Yeah.
charade. All right. So I'll walk over and I'll open up my mouth and be like, all right, yeah, I got pointy teeth too. You gonna call me a little vampire, huh?
No, because cats have normal teeth.
Humans can have pointed teeth. Julian.
What?
Tell him you're tired of his jokes.
Oh my god. If you do that, I'm kicking you out of the party.
Okay,
He's the main character. You knew that.
last test. And he looks at the paper. Dima. Open the gates. The gates fly open.
I sprint.
He's like, you can go in, but you're not invited.
Oh,
What?
God.
you're not allowed inside the
that
buildings.
How did you become a guard?
I just imagine they do that to all intruders. Like there's an assassin that comes, it's like, all right, you can go in, but you're not invited.
All right, come on, Dima. I'm gonna grab your hand and pull you towards the gate. It's all right.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, I guess
Go
my
in.
teeth are main concern to you, but I assure you, they are just a birth defect.
Oh, also, James, just to
Oh,
clarify, vampires not being able to walk indoors without being invited is just like classic vampire mythology. It's not-
Yeah.
That's not actually relevant. to-
Well, maybe these
Pathfinder
people are superstitious and think
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
they could
totally buy
be.
that.
I just
common
want to
guard
make sure you
believe
weren't
that.
taking that as
Okay,
fact.
I was legit looking up a mechanic for this apparent thing. I'm like, what the fuck? They can't walk through doors?
No, yeah,
Before-
that's just a classic vampire thing.
No, I
Before-
know. I was just not sure if it was a real mechanic or not.
But no, it actually says it in the rule book.
I wouldn't
Vampires.
put him past it.
Well, not for Dampiers though.
Not Dampiers, but actually vampires. So, in Ben's case, in my campaign, yeah. Actually, I'm fucking with that whole vampire thing, anyways. But
So
Dampiers don't do.
before you walk in, the people that filled out, or each form came with a receipt, and it's a piece of cloth that you hang on your person, or
Jesus.
something.
Like an ID badge or something.
Yes. And it's paired with the form. So each of you have that on you for the time that you're in Grithwick.
Okay.
So I made it through. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's
What the
inside.
I'd rather pay to get in. Fuck this noise.
Yeah, dirt's a little better, huh?
All right,
These cities
let's
are awful.
find a shop.
As you enter the gates of Grithwick, traditional human architecture greets you. Wooden paneling on stonework with very sloped roofs. And in the
Not enough crystal. 3 out of 10.
Too much wood.
Yeah,
1
right.
out of 10.
In front of you in the central courtyard and the entrance is a large statue right here. Right. Whoop, I'm drawing.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, look at that.
Hang
Shit.
on, wait, hang on.
Oh.
Wait.
There's an eraser tool.
There we go.
Like right there.
Bam. Right there is a large statue of Gadfe.
Oh.
He's standing noble with a maul held with his clamp hand and his normal hand.
Is there
What
like
kind
a
of stores
plaque
are there?
or something?
A plaque? Yes.
I'm gonna stop and read the plaque.
Commemorated to Grithwick, and he lists the years and that he lived for his noble sacrifice at Gevin, defeating an undead overlord single-handedly.
Fucking bullshit. Single hand.
Motherfucker. Piece of goddamn shit.
No,
Who's
I
he
will,
fucker?
I'll just take a moment and admire the statue before moving on.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were gonna fucking implode
You-
it somehow.
Arshaka, a kind of flood of memories sort of fills you as you start to walk around. You've been here before, and you see a little bit away. You see the central tower where you had fought Gadfe before, and the courtyard where you fought him here.
Oh, I remember that battle. It was great. You were chained up, and then Gadfe came up and he smashed the ground and fell because he broke the floor.
That was
Oh, the
me.
tower? Yeah.
Wasn't that me?
Somebody.
Yeah, I antagonized him. Something. And he got pissed off.
Yeah, you had his brother's sword.
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
I remember
Thanatos.
that sword.
What are you doing with my brother's Zocking sword? Is what he said.
Pretty much.
Zocking, yes.
I think I didn't respond. He just like stamped his foot and he fell through the floor.
I think he slammed it with his fist or something. I forget.
Something
I
like
thought it was
that.
with the hammer. I thought
Yeah, it was his hammer.
Yeah,
That's right.
was
He
a
took
big
his hammer.
boy.
Yeah.
Will you
But
show
that
me my
was-
hammer?
Yeah, that was old, corrupted Gadfe.
Yeah.
That was another world.
Indeed. And then you fought him
Oh.
as the whole town crumbled into sand.
As they always do.
Yeah. Right.
We're gonna stick close to Arshaka, but I'm very
Okay.
eager to check out all the shops I can pop.
Now, Graven, you stayed behind with Kashan, right?
I did.
Cool. What are you chatting about over there in the forest, hidden away?
Well, I suppose Graven will be taking an extended duration, looking quite grimly towards Kashan.
Why do you stare at me with such animosity?
It is imperative that we get to Omo as soon as possible, Kashan.
I agree. There's a lot
There
of
are
strange
lives at
things.
stake.
I'm sorry?
There are lives at stake.
Indeed, including mine and your friend Arshaka's.
Yes, you are in grave danger, as is he.
Oh yeah, fuck
Do you
the
know
cat.
what's happening? He sort of approaches you with a worried look on his face, about ready to grab you from the coif.
It is difficult to say. It appears that there are issues in the world that need to be dealt with.
That sounds rather sinister of you to say so bluntly.
I merely want to ensure the safety of everyone that I can.
He's rolling sense motive. 1 second, I gotta go grab my dice.
Okay, bye.
Oh yeah, fuck the cat. The fucking little tree will grow on me. Fucker. Our lives don't barely matter.
All lives matter, Julian.
Apparently ours doesn't. Only a shotgun fucking craven.
I am the main character.
Fuck you.
I love that's a joke, and it makes sense.
Just because my other character got eaten.
Okay.
I've been in this campaign.
It still wouldn't make you a
Oh,
main character.
DC of 20, James.
20?
Can we?
Yes, 20.
Okay. You got a 25.
All right. Well then. Graven is indeed being quite direct and grim about who will be causing the bad fates of others.
Am I somehow
Kishan.
involved with the fate of these people?
I will make this very clear, Kashan, and you are not to tell anyone else. Either we all go to Omo, or you go to hell.
Really? Do you say that?
Nah.
Yes, I do.
He backs up. He stares at you and draws his sword.
It's on.
It is not time for that yet, Kishan. You are in no danger. Yet.
I am in danger from you. A sign of yet is what is to come. Stay your weapon, Graven. You will not threaten me and your friends any longer.
Me and my friends, you and all else will be threatened regardless of your actions, Kishan. We must go to Omo, and if we do, all will be well. If we tarry, you will die,
You will die.
and it will be by my doing.
You'll need the diplomacy right now.
Diplomacy.
It's a solid
To
2.
prevent him from attacking you.
That's fair.
Please,
I'm probably gonna fail.
please let it be a 2.
I mean,
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Wow. -2.
No, it's a 2. You rolled a 4.
His modifier is -2.
Oh.
That's pretty impressive.
That's great.
I am the diplomatizing master.
Oh my god.
Just scream at him, Graven.
I knew
That's
I
what
should
that
have
is
said.
translated to.
Draw your weapon, Graven.
It's not really my thing.
Graven will stand, fold his arms, and a 20-foot aura of time energy will begin vibrating around him.
Oh my god, he's doing a Nova thing.
Kashan
We're gonna
charges.
come out of town to see him, like human-shaped splatter on a nearby tree.
And this whole shopping trip will be for nothing.
I know.
As long as I get my crayons, I don't give a shit. Who has to die?
Kashan charges you.
God, he's stupid.
I don't think
All right.
he's stupid.
That's not intimidating at all.
It doesn't matter if it's intimidating. Maybe he's,
Sean's got balls.
I guess so.
I see where he's coming from.
I mean, I'd be paranoid as fuck too.
Like, holy shit. Maybe I'll.
Graven essentially just threatened his life.
Yeah. All right, so he is charging and attacking me.
yes.
I will use
Super-
temporal interrupt. And before he can get to me, I will teleport behind him 60 feet away.
And hide. Right?
Run like a bitch.
I am doing nothing different. I will continue to stand there, gathering power.
Oh no.
Fight me, Graven!
More power.
You do not need to die, Kashan.
Kill me now or
Come to
kill me
life.
later. What does it matter to you? We're just pawns in your game.
It is not my game, Kashan. I am here to end the game before it begins.
So end it!
Then to Omo we must go. It is the only way.
Diplomacy check again.
Yeah, you're gonna need another diplomacy check.
It is the only way.
Yeah.
Kashan charges again.
Oh my god. Third time's the charm, Jordan. I believe in you.
Well, let's see. I will. One moment. I will do another temporal interrupt, and again I will appear behind him, 60 feet away.
60? Wait. What'd you say?
60 feet away behind
Oh.
him.
Because you said right behind him, but like.
Right, so go behind him and keep going another 60 feet.
mm.
Okay, 1 second.
It might be useful to have a little grid or something, depending how long this will go on.
There's only 2 of you. I don't think that's necessary, really.
All right.
Whoops. Right. Well, I didn't plan this out, so I'll just, Kashan puts his sword away, and he warns you. If you step out of line, I will spread this news to the others. It does not pay you to be so untruthful to us. Why didn't you just bring this up earlier?
It is too dangerous to let anyone else know.
What would it cause?
There are many forces in this world, Kashan, and some might be able to read your mind. And few is possible to know what is coming.
Roll perception.
There we go. That's a nice roll.
A basketball-sized, pinkish purple node of light is screaming down the road toward your location.
Aye.
Is it going right for Kashan?
It seems to be.
Can I intercept it with a blast?
You could try.
I could try. So just an attack then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You managed to hit
no.
it.
Oh, okay. Phew.
And when the two blasts collide, a very large explosion happens, sending both you and Kashan to your ass.
How far away from the city are you guys?
I imagine we'd be a good way out, at least like 500 feet.
Oh, I was thinking miles, but
No, well, that
You
could
said
also
you
work.
just set off a bomb, so if you're anywhere nearby, that'd be a problem.
I mean, we could have heard that within the city.
I'm sure the guards heard it miles away.
when you're walking around in the city, you do hear the echo of some kind of weird thrush noise.
I mean, like a bomb kind of thing?
It's more like a something like that. And birds sort of come out of the trees and start flapping their wings in the air.
Ah, so they're Tira.
Should we sense mode or perception check to see if we heard that?
You did. You heard it.
Oh, okay.
I will speak to the birds. Or I can do this.
You speak to birds as well as...
That is
Trees?
actually a spell.
Do you have it?
Mhm.
Okay. So the birds speak to you telepathically?
Hey, your call.
What's the range on it?
That's a good question. Real quick. Personal range. I guess that has to be.
Hmm?
They have to be next to me.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I
Yeah.
was going to rule anyway.
Yeah.
So you're touring around Grithwick, looking for either a general store or an armorer.
Oh, wait. I can utter a question in the form of a low-pitched bird call that can be heard up to a mile away. And
You're-
can understand.
You're kind of cutting out. What were you saying?
I pretty much make a bird call, and it can be heard a mile away.
Okay. Does it call them back to you?
Over the next 10 minutes, the bird will reply as if you asked them.
You're
question.
cutting out.
He said he can ask a simple question.
Okay.
Just one question, though, I assume.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's your question?
What was that?
Okay.
Want to see what was that sound, at least?
Yeah, what was that sound that you're so terrified of?
I don't, man. I was just sitting on this branch. I heard something loud.
They tweet back.
They have the internet now?
Yeah,
That was a bad joke.
it was a bad joke.
They heard something loud and they flew away. They don't know what it was.
It's every bird over the next 10 minutes. Apply to this answer.
Oh, so you might get like 14 answers.
Yeah.
All right. You'll get them as you peruse around, probably.
Sure.
So you find your way to the armorer. And you're now inside.
Is there a general store that might be cheaper than an armor?
Yeah, probably a mercantile or something.
That would be my preference, unless someone else is paying for it. Like, armor is considerably more expensive than just clothes. Like, I could get him a non-magical cloak for probably like 1 gold,
Yeah.
whereas armor is going to be like 50 at the minimum.
So you
Wait,
walk
which
into the
fire?
mercantile?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a very large man behind the desk. Or behind the service desk, whatever you want to call it.
Is he fat big or muscle big?
He's very brawny. Looks like a pro wrestler, honestly.
So he's
Yikes.
juicing.
Sure.
Hey, brother, close.
Welcome to the shop. What can I do for you? The name's Stonejack.
Do you have a large cloak? Something with a hood, preferably?
I bet I could find one. Give me 1 second. He goes into the back, and as he opens the door to the back, you see claw marks on the door. He seems to rush through the door and close it real quickly.
He's a werewolf.
Who caught
Calling
this? Did we all?
Anything that would interest me here?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a general store, so probably traveler's goods and rope, things like that.
A basic book on the common language, perhaps how you would teach a child. Right.
Probably not in the surf district.
Okay. Also looking for crayons and charcoal and whatnot.
Yeah, you can find some writing materials here.
I will pocket them while he's gone,
Okay.
unless Arshaka stops me.
I egg you on. I encourage you. Actually, I see you doing. I know. I like LB you a little bit. Like, yeah.
I don't understand how shops work. Like, I don't understand currency. I have a lot of money. I just don't know why I would use it.
I assume I walked up to the counter or whatever, and that at least that Imald and Eugene are probably behind me, or like off to the side or something. I'm not looking at them.
Okay.
So I probably would stop.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of wax crayons over here. Take these.
Stonejack comes back out with a robe. Is what you were looking for?
Assuming that it is.
Long
Yes,
white
that will-
robe.
Does it have a hood?
No.
Oh.
It's more color to it, I think.
I mean, a hood will be like we don't need a hood. No one's gonna recognize his face.
Also, make sure you get a pull string too.
What do you need a pull string for?
You know, to tighten it in case it gets windy. You don't want it flying off.
Mm. That is
Let's
true.
just glue it to him.
That's a plan.
Says the chair.
What?
Because
Because
Graven isn't actually in here, so
Oh, okay.
so the chair magically spoke up.
So I'm gonna give you all a hint
Hint.
because it doesn't sound like you've picked up on it. Back in Flingrad, there was a bounty board. And on the bounty board, one of the entries was for a guy named Stonejack.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a deep cut.
Thanks for the hint.
That's a solid 6 months ago, I think. In real life.
Right. It was a while ago.
How long would you say it's been?
In game,
But in like vague terms.
sometime in the past.
Nah.
I think you could go a little more vague. I mean, it's
It's
been-
time.
At some point.
Let's do it anyway.
Been away. So
Yeah,
yeah.
we actually that bounty board was February.
Jeez.
Boy.
Bounty board also killed 2 players.
That's right. Oh, that's right.
that bounty board. That's the real final boss of this
Yeah.
campaign.
The bounty
Stay
board
away.
summons 3 monsters that kill you.
Also, 14 people died because I wanted to buy paper.
14?
Or something like that. A lot of people died because of the paper incident.
Oh, I think one person died.
Was
And
it?
that was because you're dumb and you opened up the Plains book.
Yeah, man. Give me the power of the gods. I'm going to use it.
Well, now you're dead.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Get fucked, you're dead now.
yes, let's forget about the collateral you brought with him.
Oh, right, that
You
lizard
knew
guy.
it was gonna happen.
I didn't know how retarded it was going to be, though.
Julian, please say out loud the name of the person that you went with alone. To
I think
fight
we all
a
know who
boss.
the fuck it was.
I just want to hear the name that you think was a good idea to go with alone.
Jordan.
Uh-huh. You always
Okay.
need at least 2 party members to keep an eye on Rob.
So
Yeah,
he
but
gives you the
gotta
cloak. That what you were looking for?
I think this will do.
Perceive.
Perceive.
Well, it's not great. It's not my best.
Is that for everyone?
Done better work.
Everyone that's in the room can perceive. Yeah.
That's a 12.
Perception?
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Dima notices on the robe that it's torn at the bottom and there's a bit of blood.
The
Hey,
rope
wait
he gave us?
Yes.
Wait. What's that spot on the underneath on the bottom of the cloak? Hello.
That's a dangerous thing to just point out right in front of the dude who might have
Oh
caused
my
it.
god.
Wait, what is your roll, Rob?
It's a crit fail.
Oh, okay, I see. It's a 20 plus 0, and then on the next line it says plus 19.
I still don't get it.
I don't know what the initial plus 0 is, but I see.
I don't know if the 0 plus 19 plus 0 equals probably just some modifiers.
Actually, you know what? Dima doesn't know about any of the Bonnie board stuff.
He doesn't. But
So-
he could still notice the blood and not want to buy a cloak of blood on it.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
totally
and that's why he would call it out.
No,
Yeah.
just like, and then I would say, like, did you watch that, or like, what happened to that?
Oh, sorry about that. I'm shaving early this morning and got some blood on it. Let me get you another one. Takes
Yeah,
it away
please
into the
do.
back.
I'm gonna
But you've got a
sense
full
motive.
beard.
I'm gonna sense motive on his little shaving story.
Not his beard.
Okay.
You got a full beard, buddy.
He's not by any chance a shard mind, is he?
No.
Okay, then I'll take a -2 on this roll.
Okay.
Oh. Like, actually thought Kyle thought he was a shard
I'll
mind.
take a -2.
That's a
Fur
26,
covered
though.
shard mind.
Oh, what?
What?
26 sense motive.
That's not bad.
This dude's lying his ass off. Like, real bad.
That's okay.
Whether or not
So
you
he's in the
care
back.
is another story.
I mean, we just need fucking clothes. We can just worry about this later.
Good
This is how it
catch.
starts,
Huh?
Julian. You want one thing.
That's true. This is what happens every time we try to buy one thing.
Eugene's
let's-
here, right?
Yes.
He's just licking his butt.
I'll brain to Eugene. Isn't this the guy that there was a bounty out for in Flingrad? Wasn't there a Stonejaw or something on there?
Stupid.
I think it was like Stone John or Stungeon. Fuck, what was it?
Did you see those claw marks on the door and the blood on the cloak? I'm starting to get a weird feeling about this guy.
Hmm.
Is his last name Walson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lawson?
Walson.
Stonejack Walson. Let it sink in for a bit.
No, I got it. It's very funny. I'll give you a digital pat on the back.
Those are the best.
Those are the only ones I get.
His name is literally that, though.
Go ahead.
I said it
Alright,
way back when.
So what I would remember this from the Bonnie board then, right?
I'm assuming that Eugene looked closer at the bounty board than anyone else,
Yeah.
'Cause he was right in
That's
front of it.
given your sort
Who
of
cares about it more than
preferences.
positioning?
Yeah, that's true.
Because isn't he like a
A cat that's really short and probably can't get up there to begin
fuck
with.
off? Like some kind of a. Aren't you like a?
He's like a fucking assassin.
right.
Yeah, I'm yeah,
He's a fuck.
He gets off on his shit.
Yeah, he does.
yeah. My rocks. I get my rocks off.
He literally ejaculates through murder.
Oh,
This is canon.
Bonnie board. Oh,
This is all
gross.
true.
Oh
No.
my god, what's this over
Please.
here?
as we've seen multiple times already.
He gets off on murder.
Yeah, I'm glad Kyle picked up on that.
I mean, when there's rocks going off, Kyle wants to be in on
Yeah,
that.
this is true.
James, any jewelry?
Every time you
or
kill something, there's lipstick all over. Oh no, that's dog
Anything-
penis. And
pretty here.
I don't know what.
What?
Like
Something,
penises
something,
look kinda
dog
like,
penis.
lipstick dispensers or whatever. You never heard
Why
that?
are you talking about dog penises? Where did that come
Well,
from?
that's why I corrected myself halfway through because I realized it was dog penises and not cat penises. I don't actually know what cat penises.
Are you talking about the characteristics of penises of different animals?
Yes,
And dog penises
Yes,
have
they
a
are.
certain thing on them or something?
they look kind of
Oh
like. lipstick,
man, cat penises are weird.
but I don't
Yeah.
know what a cat penis looks like. I've never seen one.
Nor do you.
Oh,
I'm not
so
about to type that in.
Obviously, I'm googling cat penis.
I'm not.
Hey, everybody watching the stream, here's a fun thing to do with your family. Google cat penis.
Make sure everyone is staring intently at the screen. This is
Make
an
sure
educational.
The safety filter's off.
They're weird.
Oh, they're super weird. I'm so uncomfortable.
I'm not that uncomfortable, but they're weird.
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
You have 3 times as many cats around you as me,
But
too.
the
so-
same amount of penises.
Oh, that's true.
Sam is very confused hearing only one side of this conversation, by the way.
And now she's laughing because you look like cat
The
penises.
same number of penises, Kyle.
Okay, I'm gonna stop looking at those. That's weird.
Yeah, I told you.
I will stay strong and not look at it.
You know you want to, though.
I already am.
It's eating you up.
Anyways, James, while he's back there, is there anything like worth purchasing here? Like any like fine jewelry, not fine jewelry, but anything like nice looking brooches?
Not
or-
in this one.
What is here exactly? Like anything
Just-
that stands out.
Just like dead bodies, you know.
Well, possibly. Possibly in the back.
Is this guy a serial killer?
Certainly looks like it.
Every breakfast.
He is a big burly dude.
So I think I can put that little aura around me, just pop my head back in there and see what's going on. You won't even give a shit.
Okay.
Although I don't really care right now, so I probably won't. Unless
What
I
if?
don't know. Is it your habit to just put the aura on always, or like only when people start to give you weird
suspect
looks?
me, give me some shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, oh, okay, gotta go.
Go
What
for it.
if?
Fuck shit up.
What
I
if?
really am not paying attention at all to what you're doing. I'm just like looking at the shelves. That's why I'm asking. Like, is there anything else that's kind of cool for me?
Not in
That
this
would
shop.
interest a little girl.
Well, a little girl, I guess arts and crafts and things. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that stuff in here.
Okay.
Ethan, you were going to say something?
Yeah. If we want to snoop on this guy for a little bit, I can go invisible. We can do that whole thing where I'm like invisible and in the back of his shop while you guys maybe keep him up front or something, so I can have a good look around.
Oh, that's not a bad plan.
It makes sense.
He's
Yes,
basically
he-
go to the back and just see like piles of dead bodies.
Fucking hurry!
I mean,
hurry up!
yeah.
Do it before he gets back.
Okay. All right. So I will.
I vote yay.
I vote.
All right. I'll use my vanishing trick to turn invisible,
Okay.
and I'll wait near the entrance where he comes through, but not right in front of it, and I'll wait for him to walk through it again.
I like to point out this is exactly how you sneaked into the other place.
Yeah, it's useful.
It works.
Fucking worked.
And at this point, I will join by Arshaka's side with crayons full of bags.
Okay.
But I will wait patiently for Arshaka to finish up his business here. Whatever that might be, I don't know. I don't understand what we're doing here in the first place.
So we're getting close. Oh, right. You don't understand. So
I don't-
as you peer back into the storeroom, well, the door's closed, by the way. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Oh, God damn it!
Just wait for him to open it and sneak through.
Yeah, that's
no,
what
this
I was
is-
gonna do.
Good
Yeah,
point.
murderous.
All right, the door opens. Stonejack steps through, but he's holding a charm, and he activates it.
Oh shit.
It's a jewel of domination.
Motherfucker, what?
What happens?
It casts domination on everything that's not him in his sight.
Whoa, what did I miss?
Ooh.
That's a large sort of escalation of the situation.
We'll need a will save.
From everyone?
Not Eugene or Emald.
My
So,
man.
all right, yeah, just Dima and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go after him.
Whatever
Yeah,
NPC
try to get
we
this
draw.
fucking bounty.
That's
That'd
pretty
be
good.
fun.
I'm all about that.
Yeah, cool.
Math is hard. 32.
Okay.
33. Get
Wow. Dima is dominated. Arshaka is not.
Oh damn.
It happens again. We gotta
Wait,
kill
what
you,
about
Julian.
Eyeball?
Yeah,
She didn't need to do it.
She wasn't in sight.
And think of
Even
it
if
as
I
like a
was,
think of it as like a
I'm-
Gorgon head that has like a cone of
that's cool.
domination.
By the way, I can't. I'm looking for it right now, but I'm pretty sure I'm immune to that anyway. I'm a tree and I'm immune to a lot of shit.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm gonna double check though. But yeah.
So like
that's
if you're immune to mind affecting effects, that's almost pretty much broken.
that's why I'm this character.
That's why he's a level lower.
To be character, right? Yeah. I mean to be
No,
broken.
no, it's not. Okay, immunity to paralysis, poison, polymorph, sleep effects, and
If it doesn't
all mind affecting, such as charms, compulsions, moral effects,
Jesus
spasms,
Christ.
spasms.
Okay.
I'm immune to immunity to paralysis, poison, polymorph, and sleep effects. As
You're
well.
immune to immunity? What?
Immunity to all mind effects, and then it says comma immunity to paralysis, poison, polymorph, sleep effect.
Okay.
Oh no.
Nuts.
Yeah, that's how you spell it.
I'll just have to find something else creative to kill you then.
It's not. I didn't do it for the immunities. I did it so you can't do the moral effects on me, which fucks up my psychic abilities, my psychic powers. That's pretty much the only reason why I did it.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
anyway.
in the grand scheme of enemies, mind affecting effects aren't.
True.
It's-
but
yeah,
if
yeah,
it
yeah.
does that, it takes my class away.
Yeah, that's
useless.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So,
Well, that is interesting for me because all of my powers are mind affecting, which gives us an interesting relationship. Or
That's
a more-
why I actually built this character, is to be very compatible with you. You'll see.
Hold on, I'm about to kill myself. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
About to ruin your whole backstory.
Oops.
About to kill myself?
so Stonejack tells Dima to stand still.
I want to do something, but I stand still.
He's like, y'all better not be snooping around my shop. He grabs a weapon from behind the counter.
Whoa!
What are you doing? We're just trying to purchase some clothing.
He
I
looks
start panicking a
he
little
looks
bit. I start-
surprised that you're not, being commanded by
Oh.
him.
Would I have noticed that he attempted to dominate me? Probably.
Possibly. You might be able to
Oh.
have sensed it.
If it's a will thing, I'd say that's a pretty conscious save, right?
Because I have a couple
Yeah.
powers that explicitly say that, like, if you
Just
fail,
by nature.
they notice.
Yeah, I would say you know what it is.
Why are you attempting to control our minds?
I didn't tell you to speak, Rockman.
You'll find him not nearly as much of a pushover as my padre.
Damn. Throwing some shade.
God
You
damn.
can't talk or dominated.
Yeah. Useless.
Eugene-
But I heard that rock just became flint because I'm seeing.
Dude, that shit is fire.
That was actually amazing. I love that.
Eugene, Emald, you look into the back and you see two things: dead bodies and patches of fur.
Okay. Okay.
And patches of fur.
Yes.
All right. He is now being boldly stared at. I just kind of like back up a few seconds and I just start staring right into his eyes, and he's going to get a lot of penalties right now.
So
I think, are we about to fight? Should we roll?
I don't want to fight yet. I'm just
Let's give it a second.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see if we can talk our way out of this first. But he's going to get a -3 to will saving throws. He gets a -3 to sense motive, to bluff checks, intimidate, and diplomacy. So we are a lot better at this now. And he gets a -3 to all his DCs of spells and spell-like abilities and spell resistance.
Okay.
Everyone out of a 30-foot range of him are treated as being concealed.
Holy shit.
It's just us right now, pretty much.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have a ability that also gets rid of conditions, aka I can get that fucking bullshit off of him. But I gotta find it.
Who's him?
You.
Oh.
The conditioned one.
How long is he controlled for?
As long as the item is active in the user's hands.
Interesting.
So he pulls out a weapon from behind the counter, and it seems to transform into his hand. It changes shape.
To be clear, it changes into the shape of a different weapon, not into the shape of his hand.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
So when he pulls it out, it's like it's seemingly useless metal bar, but then it switches into a something. In this case, a gauntlet with spikes on it.
Stonejack, I don't think that's a good idea. If you test me, if you do not release my friend right now, we're going to have a problem.
Did Breck put you up to this? You here for my head?
Dead.
He's what?
I killed him.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
I don't have any proof at all, I don't think.
Wait, can't you do
Fucking
something?
sucks. All I have is a shitload of money. That's the only thing I got out of it.
No. Can't you, share visions with someone?
Ooh, you're smart. You know my character better than I do. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can do something like that. See if I have a specific power that lets me do it.
I mean, don't mind me. I'm just being dominated over here.
Oh, here we go. I have memory modification. Can I implant my memory of killing Breck into him?
You could try.
Fucking let's go, dude.
Gets a -3
Give
to
me a
will
will
save.
save.
Gets a -3 to it.
Okay.
-3.
Probably gonna fail.
I hope so. What's my saving throw now?
Oh, he rolled a 1, so there you go.
Doesn't matter. Okay. He's human, right?
He is human, yes.
Okay, good. That's cheaper for me then. Then I'll just basically play back the last, 30 seconds, a minute. I get up to 5 minutes, but I don't think I need all of it. So the last 30 seconds or a minute of the fight with Breck. And him dying. And me totally being there.
His mouth is sort of agape when he returns to reality. He's just like, holy shit.
Do not test me.
Test you? I want to work for you.
Yeah! So it begins.
Release my friend first.
Done. And he puts the jewel away.
You fucking asshole!
The gauntlet turns back into a bar, and he puts it in his belt.
I want
Welcome
that.
back, Dima.
Wait,
I will undo my bolt
validated.
save.
Can you hear everything?
Huh?
Yeah, you can hear. But
You're still you. You just
Oh, yeah.
go
You're
under
conscious.
someone else's control.
You just
You'll
can't
remember
control
everything that
yourself.
happened.
So, yeah, you heard everything. You may have wanted to say stuff. It just wouldn't come out of your mouth.
Right. You just have
It's like being in It's like having sleep paralysis.
That's a good description of it.
Well, then I start cussing out the guy who controlled me.
All right, put it back up.
You son of a bitch!
He starts like rolling his finger, like, yeah.
Heard this before.
Well, I
I
hope you
will
won't mind
intimidate
the bodies in the back. Someone gave me some trouble in here a few days ago.
What sort of trouble?
They were here,
what
and I was
bodies?
too.
At that point, I'll peer back through the door, be like, "Hey, there's a lot of dead people back here. PT jumps."
Okay, maybe there's more than one.
Yeah, he's been gone this whole time.
I may have killed a few people,
A
but
few.
hey, man,
Is there
I'm
like
just
a
trying to
door or
survive.
something? Is there like a door or something in this shop that we can fucking close?
I close it with my level 0 spell. Open close.
Okay.
Nice.
Woof, I just close it.
I guess you didn't want to expend the effort to push it.
That is what
Underrated.
level 0 spells are for.
Yeah. I'm lazy.
All right. But I'm trying to lay low a little bit because people are trying to kill me still.
Well,
That's-
I
there's a-
wonder why.
Well, it's
I
not
believe
because of
there's a
the.
bounty out for you in Flingrad.
Yeah, exactly. If the board still
Alright.
exists and people are still after me.
What for, may I ask?
Did Breck wrong one too many times. That man's
Can I
a
sense
snake, I tell you.
I want a sense motive,
Okay.
whether or not he actually did Breck wrong. That's okay. It's not bad. That's fucking 25.
You get the feeling that he did Breck wrong. You've seen what Breck can do.
Then you're a friend of mine. If you're an enemy of, well, you were an enemy of Breck's.
He gives a hearty laugh. Boy, I'm glad that problem's out of my belt. Whoo! He slaps his belly with this loud smack. He does
Smack.
stand about 6'5", and he's about 350 at least.
Damn, son.
He's
He's
a
a big
brawny.
boy.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
So what you need me to do, my friend?
Well, right now we just need some clothing to disguise one of our other friends so we can pass through Grithwick without issue.
Kyle, we use him as a favor. We need one.
Well, seeing as I don't own any of the things in this store, feel
What?
free to take whatever you want.
Way ahead of you.
I'm sorry. Did you take this shop by force?
Ashaka, that doesn't matter. We have free shit now.
You heard him. It's Christmas, boys.
Well, I just came
don't
in
know what
looking.
Christmas is, but I like it.
I came in looking for some bandages, and well,
Some
one thing
shiny-
led to another, and well, you saw what
Oh.
happened.
Now they're all dead.
We know how that goes.
Eugene, go around the shop. Apparently, this is fair game. Everything in here.
So how'd you kill him? Do you like use that fucking shiny rock and fucking murder everyone, or how'd you do it?
Something else.
What, your fists or some shit?
In a way.
I'm gonna point or motion over to the claw marks on the fucking door. Is it something to do with those?
Maybe.
Sense motive. But why would I care?
He starts blushing.
Look, I'll tell it to you straight. Some mad scientist or something cursed me into an animal, but it only happens at night.
Aw, samesies, kinda.
No shit.
Same Z's.
Kinda.
Kinda.
So that's why I use a talking cat.
You know how it is.
This is my
Fuck.
favorite.
Talking cat. What a ridiculous conversation.
I
What
love
kind
it.
of shop does this guy own? Just like a standard shop, or?
It's
Yeah.
like a general goods store.
Ah, okay.
General
We just found out
trade.
he didn't own anything.
Right.
No, but it's free shit.
Yeah, it's probably like all the belongings of those dead people in the back.
Yeah.
He just sells it.
Yeah,
So
that's his alibi essentially for
That's exactly
existing.
it. Yeah.
So did all this happen today, or have you been here a while running this shop?
Busy
Your
day.
voice just got weird.
I've been here about a week. I found this powder that removed the smell of rotten flesh. I haven't figured out what to do with the bodies yet, unfortunately.
Burn them.
Where am I gonna do that in the middle of a city?
Who cares? You burned out the store. Bodies are in. Who's gonna fucking judge that?
The city will, and I'm trying to lay low.
Yeah.
And I say in common, yeah, Dima, that's fucking stupid. And I go back to-
Oh.
that's the only phrase he's learned so far.
Yeah, whatever.
I
don't
suppose I've never needed to clean up a small problem in a town. My history, most problems in towns have been cleaned up by burning the entire town.
And you're like,
How evil are you?
Holy shit.
Though,
my
to be fair,
man.
most of them were an accident.
My man.
I want to.
What's our tally at? 3? 4?
We're at 4.
Yeah. Not all burned, though.
It's getting better.
It's just like 4 destroyed. Because one of them just like caved in or something.
What?
The
What was that?
Dwarven plate.
Oh yeah, that was their fault. That wasn't your fault.
Yeah, but I think it still counts.
Oh, you mean Batman City?
It was a town we visited that immediately was destroyed.
Well, not the whole thing, but you know,
Like a
half of it probably.
yeah. I almost died.
Yeah, you did. You fell like 80 feet.
Yeah.
And you broke your rock legs.
I did.
It was bad.
I also performed my greatest theft. I mine-holed a shop owner to make him forget that he ever was selling a staff that I wanted.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I just took it.
That was a good one.
I was there for that one.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And it
okay.
just like
I just
walked
walked
away.
Yep. That's pretty
I
much
was
what I
proud of
do
that
every
one.
day now. Anyways, I'm a little bored.
Well, we have some business outside of town, but we'll be back soon. Perhaps I'll see you again then.
Should we take something from this shop?
What's your
instead of-
name, my friend?
Never mind.
I'm Arshaka. This is Dima. That's Eugene, pointing over to the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Wait, you're visible now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do we actually know your name, Emald?
Emold?
Well, I mean, do we know it?
I
Or
sure.
if you don't speak.
I've introduced
know.
myself as Emold, I believe.
Okay. And Tindall translated that, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
if he
I think
translated it, it
Raven
is
specifically asked
Truth
him all
Seeker.
what her name was.
Okay.
That's what he translated as.
And that's Emald.
I look up at you and smile at him.
Well, nice to meet y'all. I'm glad you weren't here to kill me.
Not this time.
Ha, 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 ha.
Full stare.
Emald, it's okay. You can stop.
Okay.
Like creepy music plays in the background every time she does it.
The cadence of this guy's voice is rubbing off on me.
I like it.
I don't see what the big problem is. Just a guy who just murdered everyone. I don't see the big.
So what are you guys taking while we're having
yeah.
this conversation?
He's already took everything. Well, I guess I only want the art supplies, and I'm looking for a book that I can learn.
There won't be any books here.
I want to find
Nothing?
anything kind of valuable looking.
It's really just basic stuff here. Most of the valuables are in the classy shopping center.
Hey guys, take some fire starters.
You don't know how to start a fire.
That's the problem, yeah.
Are there
Oh,
any
we
like
don't.
potions or anything like that?
The potions would be in either the Surf Mage's Tower or the Royal Mage's Barracks.
Okay.
Damn. So this is mainly just.
It's really just adventuring supplies and basic tools and things. There are some
let's
healing
grab some
salves, or not salves, healing potions. But that's about the extent of the potions and the magical things.
Well, there's clothing.
I'll
'Cause it
I'll totally take healing potions.
Yeah?
What?
There's
If we're
7 healing potions
If we're
along
just
the
grabbing stuff, yeah.
along the
Did you
walls.
say 70?
7.
7.
Oh,
70.
considerably
Jesus.
more reasonable.
Does one of you have the bag of holding?
Maybe.
I have
I don't.
all the bags of holding. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
Gotcha.
All right, I'll
I
take
have at
I'll
least
take
3.
2 potions. I'll grab 2 of them.
2 of the 7? Okay.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we get something for our friend outside?
Nah, he's
Yeah,
fine.
Have one of you taken a cloak or something?
That's fine.
Ideally, one that's not covered in blood.
Is that what we're here for?
Yeah,
Yep.
That
that's
is
the whole
weird.
point.
I was speaking through a mold because I don't speak common.
Right, but I understand Sylvan.
I don't understand 90% of the conversation that goes on in this party. That's the point I'm making.
Oh, okay. So you're
You know, I
done.
think one of the dead guys has a clean up a half if you want his clothes.
It's probably gonna smell like death, but
That powder.
sure.
Yeah, I sprinkled that powder on it.
Yeah, just sprinkle crack cocaine on it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, let's grab that cloak, I guess.
All right, let me go back.
We'll
Oh
make do.
God, it smells bad in here.
No, it doesn't. Fucking powder.
All right.
I just don't know what to do with the pieces yet.
Eat them.
I don't really have any suggestions about that. Can't really bury him in the middle of a town or a city. Unless you can get him outside city walls.
I was thinking the river, just southwest of here. But to get them over there, they'd need to be concealed or something.
Exactly, and dumping bodies in the river is a little outplayed at this point.
Like a chest. You can put them in a chest.
Maybe.
But who dumps a chest in the river?
Well, no one, but you can
Pirate.
take it out. I don't know. Put it in a wagon, look like you're a merchant. Through the gates.
Do you have a wagon? That would make this much easier.
I could see if the dead guys have some wagons at their houses or something.
This really shouldn't concern us too much.
If you have a wagon and a beast of burden, you can ride it out of town as if you're going on a trip to sell things, buy things for that matter. You're essentially undercover as a merchant at this point.
Yeah, I better keep up appearances for the time being.
Probably don't bring anyone else blood-stained clothing in the future. That was a bit of a tip-off.
Lesson learned, my friend, yes.
Keep your
Is
cloaks
there
that you
a
want to
reverse
sell
cloak around
outside.
here? It's no, maybe so.
Might have to go to a different spot.
What's that?
Is there a reversible cloak around here?
Why reversible?
Well, just to make sure we can, disguise.
You can't disguise 2 people at once with it.
Oh, that is true. Fuck.
That's how they work.
You just mean like one color on one side, and if you flip it inside out, it's a different color?
Right, that's what it says on here.
So you can disguise one person as 2 people then.
Huh?
Technically, if you have a reversible cloak, you could change the appearance of someone so that they look like someone else by reversing the cloak.
Is this anime? Does putting on glasses make you a different person entirely?
Fuck's sake.
Well, if it's a different color within the inside, it could be You know.
I know, that's like a really minimal disguise.
I'm looking at this right now.
Oh, is it a magical effect?
No, it's just like a fashion kind of thing.
They are worn for the sake of fashion in theater performances, or to aid a quick appearance change as part of a disguise.
A double-sided belt. You know, you flip it over for brown, flip it over for black. Except it's a cloak.
So it sounds like it's part of a larger disguise change.
I mean, hey, all we need is a cloak, right?
Maybe with that corset down there?
I mean, if that's what we got, that works perfectly fine.
So he actually brought out some dancer's garb.
I am interested in this. In a weird way.
Whomever wears these would look like a theater performer within Grithwick.
Oh, let me have it.
No.
He's so adorable.
No, we're gonna make the former king dress up as a dancer.
I want it, and I grab it, and I'm like, ooh.
I snatch it out of her hands. No.
I start crying.
My God.
I laugh.
But I am actually generally interested in these nice, vibrant clothes that are definitely. I guess it's not meant for a man or a woman.
Also, these are like. Anyway, we need these garbs anyway. I hope they're the same size as.
They
what
should
was his
fit.
name again?
Kashan.
Ah, yes. Kashoon.
Well, if we're done here, we should head back out.
Right.
We'll rejoin with our allies.
Take care, y'all.
You too.
I open the door. I open the door with my magic.
With your,
Alright.
let's say.
Yeah, because I can.
Does that cost you anything or no?
Nope.
Oh my!
Level 0 spells, man.
Just being super lazy.
Yep. I mean, sometimes it's useful.
I can cast light. Look, and I start flashing in your face over and over again.
Stop! Stop!
I can distract you.
I can make you blind.
I minorly distract you.
You probably can't make us blind.
How so?
Blindness
It is
is
a hit die
a big deal.
requirement. Likely, you have to be like under a certain level. Effective.
So you have the clothes.
Yes.
Fine, I can call you Smelly.
As you exit the city, you give back your ID tags, essentially, and they
Oh,
give you a receipt of stay.
Wait. When we're about to give them back, can I tell them we're about to come right back into town?
Sure. And they explain that you'll have to fill out another set of forms.
Jesus!
Okay. Fine.
No
You're
businessman
going to.
wants to come here.
It's not worth arguing. Let's just do it.
We have to fill out paperwork because we're fucking different. Assholes.
Did you say that out loud?
No, just like kind of like in mumble speak.
Okay.
Mumble speak.
You know, fucking asshole.
So you go, you make it down the road. You get to Kashan and Graven. Kashan's sitting on a rock nearby. Graven is standing with his arms crossed, looking very
Kashan.
serious. Kashan seems exhausted.
I wave
Really?
at Graven.
Ah, hello, everybody. Did you manage to get the clothing?
I hold up the dancer's garb. We sure did.
I'm not wearing that!
You don't have a choice.
I want to play with Tinnel.
Why don't you let me wear one of your clothings? Someone else wear the dancer's garb.
Oh!
Look, it's what we got.
Let me.
And it was free.
Free? Did you steal it?
No.
Hopefully no one died over this cloak.
Under it, though.
I
I don't know
double-checked.
about that.
They
We
only
don't have
died
to get a
inside
whole
it, not
history.
over it.
I really quickly double-checked to see if there's any blood on it.
No blood.
Covered.
Fuck, is there any?
Oh god. I just realized if you wanted to shorten Stonejack Walson's name, it's SJW.
Oh, totally forgot about something.
God.
Those birds.
Yeah,
Did they
they
ever
just
come-
said explosion and have.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah,
Man, some
Well, explosion is slightly more information than you got from the first bird.
it's true.
Mhm.
It went from loud noise to explosion. And then
Just
one of
imagine
them
another bird.
said road at some point.
Then I will ask trees, plants, where the explosion came.
They tell you just right over there.
You point.
Yeah, all the branches go.
No, I was like actually expecting
Disney.
probably like a vision of what went down.
Yeah.
So I see them fighting.
Yes, you do.
Oh.
I'm gonna pull Graven aside.
Physically
Okay.
pull him.
What do you mean?
I mean,
By the ear, get over here.
Wait, did
been a
fucking
bad boy.
We need a long talk about your.
did Amal tell you what happened? Or no?
I don't think Imalt's talked to anyone since we got.
I'm playing with Tinnel,
No. All right.
so
Yeah.
Continue.
Patty cake. Graven attacked Kashan.
tell me everything. Tell me everything.
What?
He is dumb and also moron.
First came the light, then came the blast.
So we met.
Then he shot a wisp and they fell on the Ross.
Hey.
Well played.
All right.
So we met Stonejack Walson in town. He was actually running the shop we stopped at. He had a bounty out for him in Flingrad.
Oh yes, I
And Maiden-
vaguely recall this.
Yes, he made an enemy of Breck at one point.
I suspect he was happy to hear Breck is no more then.
Indeed, he was. It seems to have bought us a lot of favors, so we may have a temporary ally in Grithwick when we return.
Look, just put on the dress.
That's quite useful. I hope he'll be able to assist us in getting to Omo's area.
dress.
Just fucking put it on.
Is that what they're arguing about?
In the background, yeah.
You see him dragging him by the ankles behind a tree.
Ow.
Get
Put
off
this
of me. No, hold still, damn it.
Put
Put on the
scarf
dress and kiss me.
Hail, bastard!
I love how they're horrible.
Old Carter.
Graven, I'm gonna walk up to you, and I'm gonna ask you, are you two friends now?
Who, me and Kashan?
I nod.
Yes, we're very good friends.
Bwah. Bwah, bwah.
Nice smile. I nod.
Dramatic music.
Okay, I smile.
Slow pan on Graven's like unmoving stone face. He's not even
We're
blinking.
the best of friends.
Cut to black.
It's like one of those scenes where it's a really genuine smile, but the music is just really foreboding.
And the camera slowly pans in, zooms to his face.
Yeah.
Yes.
At the very last moment, I look straight into the camera and then it fades to black.
But yeah, I ask, like, are you friends now?
We are on good terms, I think.
I'm sure Tinnel is translating.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. I nod and smile, and I go back to playing with.
So what kind of favors do you think this Stonejack Walson could do for us?
Well, he's a very large man.
And Harry.
That's sexy.
Seems to have killed the original owners of the shop we were in a quite brutal fashion. He claims that at night he turns into a beast. Additionally,
kind of samesies with our little cat friend. But not
Yeah.
really.
I was
Right?
just gonna
That's
say.
what I said.
That is exactly what happens to Gene when he gets hungry for dinner.
I totally said the same thing.
Turns into a little beast.
additionally, he had an item that allowed him to dominate Dima.
Ooh, I really want that item.
Though he was unable to do so with me.
Fuck you, I want that.
He may yet be useful even in combat if need be.
Michael Dibs.
That sounds quite useful indeed. And you said he's a man too. It would be useful to have a human face around.
He was human, right?
Yeah, he's human.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Human going to turn into a werewolf.
He's got that brawny Fargana's blood in him, though.
Yeah. Is he a
A
werebear?
little more trustworthy than a rock.
He's a Teletubby. He's Tinky when it's a full moon.
It's a full moon. He looks up at the moon. No, no. Ah!
Jesus fucking Christ! What is
Just
that
kill me,
thing?
please!
The television, it's coming.
Meanwhile, in the distance, that fucking arrow hornet rises up and farts. Fuck, what is it? Anywho, continue.
Wow.
Where Teletubby?
Isn't
Right.
Ab looking up a were Teletubby?
That's perfectly normal.
So,
Guys, cut to-
Kashan's in the garb.
Does he look good?
He looks famous.
See, I told you it would look
This
nice.
didn't help at all.
Well, at least he doesn't look like a king.
It's true.
He looks
Yeah,
like
this is
he's
fine.
dressed to impress the king.
No, he's
We
like,
can- We
fucking-
can pretend to be escorting him or something.
right.
Well, yeah, I suppose.
Explain
Wait,
that
wait,
one
wait.
at the gate, guys.
Wait. We need his sword. Otherwise,
Oh,
the
he
dancer-
can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, he can't be showing weapons.
right.
You're going to
Yeah,
need to do more than that. This is the king's royal sword.
We'll put it in the bag of holding or something.
Good
no,
idea.
No. Do not do that.
Why?
How they rip.
What?
It
Put a
probably
weapon
has
in a bag of
scabbard.
holding.
It does. It
rips.
has a scabbard.
Does it have a scabbard?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
Ah,
find
throw it in there.
Give me the
Yeah.
sword. We'll put it in a little bag. Once we get outside the city, we'll give it right back to you, Your Highness. Say that.
That makes sense to me.
I trust you all.
So gimme.
Wait, who's got the bag of
Okay,
holding?
maybe
Hang
not
on.
that guy.
Only the righteous can hold my sword.
That's not interesting. Gimme.
I Then I accept the sword, Your Majesty. No one is righteous.
It
as
weighs
me.
as much as 10 billion suns for anyone but me that holds it.
Weighs 10 bit.
So if we
Just
stick
give me
it
the
into
damn
the
sword.
ground, then the earth will implode. into the black hole.
No, it doesn't work like that. Look at this forum post where I said,
No, it's
These
because of this
three
belt
DMs
I'm wearing
say
that I can
rules
wield
as
it.
implied, it does not affect Earth.
If I bestow your
when
blade
Captain
on-
America could move my sword, it was because. Alright. Anyway. Sure,
Wouldn't
here's
that be
my sword.
Captain
Put it
Tira?
away. No.
Captain Tira.
Alright, he gives you the sword and you put it in the bag.
Alright. Yeah, it doesn't weigh that much.
Bag explodes.
Kaboom. Alright, let's go to the front gate and handle this shit.
Explain who this celebrity is.
The guards seem confused, but they know your faces at least, so, except for Graven. They sort of give you a, whoa, kind of look. And
I'll wave again.
everyone fills out forms and gets ID badges.
I write my thing at drug
Cool.
calling again.
Very good.
Kashan tries to keep his head down as they pass. He put his hair back into a ponytail and sort of braided his beard.
That's a really quick braid. Holy
Oh.
Miles
shit.
away, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had time while we were walking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's getting to evening at this point. Everyone's sort of retreating into their homes and closing up shop.
Wait.
Does everyone wear a badge? Is that like a symbol that we are visitors, or
Visitors,
welcome
yeah.
to the city. Okay,
Nah, it's visitors.
gotcha.
Wait, can we see the moon?
He said every
Um,
night, not a full moon, by the way.
It's not night yet.
Okay.
And he
You
didn't
can still
say
see the
it had to
moon
be-
while the sun's up, though.
Yeah, but the moon you can't see.
All right.
Plus, if the sun's up, it can't be a full moon.
Also, there may not even be a moon on Tira. I've never actually. I don't even know if I've actually
What?
ever
I
said
thought
there was a
I thought it
moon.
was Masu.
Yes.
That
thought
was
Masu was
an
there.
hallucination.
No.
I would-
Masu's
so-
a territory on Tira.
Did that
I would
werewolf
assume
dude is
there's at
fucked.
least one moon. Otherwise, it's
Tides.
very, very, very dark at night.
You bitches
Because
can't
most
see.
of the light at night is reflected sunlight off the moon. If you don't have a moon, it gets like way darker.
I mean,
Also
the
the
moon's
eye-
not always above, like Earth.
Maybe it does like that North Atlantic thing where you can see auras. Right? It kind of brights up everything.
I suppose it's you could have a planet with a moon that didn't have the moon out at night.
I mean, unless
That would
it's
be weird.
geo-locked or whatever it's called, you're not gonna see it
It'd have
all
to
the
be in,
time.
like- it'd have to be in like perpetual eclipse mode. Like it'd have to track the
Also-
rotation
also,
around
do
the
you
sun
think-
like perfectly.
Do you think a planet would actually develop life without a moon? Because aren't moons pretty important to keeping us alive?
Yeah, oceans
Uh,
and whatnot.
Oceans.
Well,
big
it's
time.
pretty. It's
Well,
pretty.
no, I mean,
stuff.
like it attracts a lot of like meteors and comets that would otherwise hit Earth. Like it provides kind of a shield against.
I would say
some shit.
Jupiter is more important than the moon for us in particular.
Yeah, probably, but it definitely helps.
We
I'm sure there are a lot of
know.
factors that, play into it. But I mean, the Earth's been hit by giant meteors before and wiped all life out. So it's not to say it's not going to happen again.
Plus, the Earth is bigger than the moon, and in a way, the Earth is also revolving around the moon. It's just way heavier, so it's way less noticeable. So,
Right.
because of that, I mean, meteors would hit both.
There is a center of mass between the moon and the Earth.
Oh.
Anyways,
Yeah. So there's if there is a moon on Tira, it's not visible right now.
It's
invisible.
not visible
Mainly because the
Invisible.
sun is basically still out.
and stupid.
What's the ancient oaken structure all about? As we walk past it.
It's basically looks like an excavation site at this point. But oaken architecture is sort of like stone ruins you might see in something like Angkor Wat. That kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm looking it up.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
So we're pretty much trying to get to the other side of the city, right?
yeah.
Yeah, we're just trying to get through it.
Right.
I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. We just walk around.
Yeah. It's possible.
Keep our
Yep.
heads low. Don't attract any attention.
Mm-hmm.
You hear as you walk by the Colosseum, you hear a heavy sigh from Kashan. Other than that, it's pretty uneventful. And
Take note of that.
Hmm?
I take note of that.
right.
Dima will remember that.
Garuga, remember that.
And you're able to cross through the city. You hand your badges to the guards at the opposite gate, and you've made it through Grithwick.
Wait.
Easy peas.
Okay, now you can take off that ridiculous clothes and here's
Well-
your sword.
I'd be careful of that, because Taurus isn't far away, and you're in human territory now, essentially.
Fuck.
Yeah, we should keep it on. Because we're also gonna have to come
Oh.
back to Grithwick.
Plus, he kind of likes it now. I think it suits him.
Yeah, he's like, look, he's dancing. He's
Look,
dancing.
that
looks
fabulous-
good.
Oh, he's dancing.
Oh, the old man dance.
Oh, Oh, look at the little scamp.
Oh, he's
Go,
outdated,
go.
but it's still cute.
These clothes are gaudy and uncomfortable.
No, he's clicking his heels together. The little
Oh,
scamp.
he's got a wedgie.
So it was either that or a bloodstained cloak, and people normally question blood on clothes.
They don't mention a man in women's clothing, though.
So it is women's clothing.
I think it's gender neutral clothing.
A dress?
It doesn't. It
It was
didn't.
a dress.
I thought it was like a
Or dancer or whatever.
Dancers
a
can be
dancer
men.
Could be a male.
Yeah.
Not a very manly man.
Oh,
No,
excuse me, you
man.
cisgendered piece of shit.
I thought it was like
Stonewall
a Joker's
Jackson
kind of cloak.
comes out around and spews his SJW at you.
Oh man. Anyway,
Sorry, that's Stone Jack Walson, not Stonewall Jackson.
right.
A done goof.
What, Stonewall Jackson? That's what the name is about.
Right. So, you made it through Grithwick. I think
Yay.
this is a decent point to stop.
Yeah.
And we won't be back until next year.
I'm sure we'll be back in at least 2 weeks.
Is something going on next week?
No, I was just making a joke.
Gotcha.
I got none.
Oh, well, next Friday, I was planning on going Amish for 3 months, so I can't use computers.
Oh, dude, are you going to Amish camp too?
Only on Fridays.
Amish
Oh,
Only on
camp.
dude.
Fridays at 8:30 p.m.
Oh, I'm so
What the
excited for this.
fuck?
Just from 8:30 to midnight.
Amish doesn't.
Yeah.
Amish people don't know what time is. You can't use a time for that.
I don't know.
I have a sundial.
Yeah, you got to use a.
Don't they have like sundials on their
I
watches?
use a butter churn that's churning at very regular intervals.
An automatic butter churn.
Yeah, the rooster crows in the morning, and then when it crows again, you should probably be up by then. That's all they know.
You can't use that confounded technology in an Amish site.
The rooster.
Yeah, it's too advanced.
It's too advanced.
I just measure how much my beard has grown since the morning.
That's actually a pretty good one. But I don't know if they have rulers, so you'll have to use like fingernail lengths or something.
No, I don't think they have rulers. They're autonomous communes.
The what?
Wait, what?
Whoa.
They don't have
I got it.
rulers.
Okay, I got it, Jordan.
Yeah, I got a little too.
Oh, rulers. It's funny.
Someone who rules.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Leader.
It's a little...
They don't
Rules
use
right after
leaders.
that.
They don't use leaders because they don't have anything to measure weight with.
Oh,
All right.
My ears.
I'm definitely about to end the stream. Was someone taking notes?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh man.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I got it all.
Oh great.
Oh, wait,
My
wait,
usual level of notes.
Cool.
Wait, so we met Kashan in that clearing, and what happened after that?
literally nothing. We all
Yeah,
just went into a
something-
coma.
Oh, okay.
Something about some birds. I think.
No. So, Azathet and Garuga, I don't know, they died or something like that. That's all I got.
Okay.
Oh, wasn't there some dwarf with a bunch of shields? and-
Jesus Christ, we're too far.
Some kind of desert where you were
Yeah, we went to the
contracted.
desert.
There was also a fighter that was only with them for like a week. I don't know.
Weren't we like in chairs in college discussing something?
I was about to say that. Damn it, Jordan. You took it.
Wasn't I sliding out of some kind of womb or something, getting born?
Wasn't the universe,
Jesus Christ.
Younger
I was
back
how
then
far
or
back did we
something?
go?
Some
Hotter?
kind of Big Bang last time.
That was a pretty big jump.
From Jordan's
trying
birth
to
the
end
beginning of the
this.
universe.
I can't end it gracefully.
So we went back, like, we started jumping by like months and then by a couple years. And then we jumped, what, like 20
Billions of years.
And then you jumped billions.
All right. To be fair, we had to
Or
cut to the
trillions.
chase because it was going to happen eventually. Might as well just.
Yeah.
Remember in the
could've gone
previous
back and
universe
some
when we
fun
were
steps.
playing this game?
Ah.
I mean, if we went from like 1 year to 20 years, then we could go to like 400 years. Be like, wasn't that when there was like castles and the catapults go? Was it?
Yeah, and then you could have gone like Neanderthals, and then
So we're doing it anyway, is what you're saying.
like dinosaurs, and then different dinosaurs like a couple million years before that,
And then dust. A lot of ocean.
and then creation of the Earth, Big Bang. It's
Where does
really, you
God?
could have done creation of the Earth then Big Bang, because there's a crazy amount of time between those two too.
Okay,
Yeah,
God
that's
damn it.
true. I'll give you a 7 out of 10, James. It was not bad. I expect improvement in the future.
In what respect?
You'll figure it out. I have confidence.
Thanks for watching.